Welcome to the Play It By Ear podcast. The podcast where the topics may vary because, hey, we play it by ear. And now your hosts, Eric Fiskus, Brady Liming, and Todd Griffin.
Episode 208 of the Play It By Ear podcast. Welcome one, welcome all.
Howdy ho.
See if anyone's in the room. No one has chimed in yet. No one has checked in. So if you're in the room, check in.
Savannah just chimed in.
Oh, there she is. Yep. So I was going to say otherwise we may be talking to ourselves, but that's okay.
Has that ever stopped us before?
Nope, sure hasn't. All right. Anything to chat about before we get into business?
I'd like to say I appreciate the feedback we're getting from last week's episode and our trip into the wormhole to the movie theater and Buc-ee's. So I got a lot of positives back from that. So we appreciate you liking our stuff.
Yes.
I don't know. Did you get feedback? I didn't get feedback.
Well, I got feedback.
Feedback.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to figure out, put some reels out with that, figure out what part of that we want to make into a reel.
The whole thing.
An hour-long reel. I don't know how that would work.
It's real good.
That's a real reel.
Row, row, row.
Sorry. Sorry, I had to put my camera in the middle there. All right. If you have not been here before, we each bring a topic to the table. Actually, my topic is a game tonight. We will be playing Hot Takes later on. So we'll see what our co-hosts feel about different things that I bring up, and they can share their opinions on those hot takes. And you, the audience, can decide which one is the better take.
Hot Tiggity Takes.
Hot Tiggity Takes, yes.
What that game should be called.
So otherwise, Todd and Brady will each have a topic. And I don't know, Todd, I put you first over there. I don't know if you're actually the one that goes first.
I can go first. Fine with me.
Before we go, I've been negligent on bringing your attention to our platforms, social media-wise, Facebook, X, and Instagrams. By the way, gentlemen, I don't have Instagram other than the podcast Instagram. We still are lacking on followers on our new Instagram address, so we need to get that out.
Like us on the grams.
Yeah. If you have liked us on the gram, share us out on the gram. Get other people to like us on the gram. And I thought we were over 1,000 followers on Facebook, but according to what I see, we're still at 996.
Did we drop? That means we lost some.
Yeah.
So somebody got upset with us.
Man.
That's terrible.
Savannah, can you tell me, did you mean to do that when she said, "Hey, guys"? Why? Is that a reference to last week?
If so, that's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
And if you didn't mean it, you should say you did mean it. All right. But yeah, we want to get over 1,000 Facebook followers and get some more Instagram followers. Yes. Share us out right now, Todd. You know how to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to share us out right now. I know we lost 4 people. Man,
it's no good.
Cool.
It's not cool at all.
All right, I'm going to put people on the spot here. Let's see, and there's people in here that I know. For instance, the very first one pops up is John Barney. Now we know John Barney follows the page.
Yes.
If not, he's getting an invite right now.
Right.
Let's see here.
But we'll figure this out. Like I said, but you could be very, very helpful just by going to your Instagram and finding, I believe it is PIBE Podcast 2.
No, just PIBE Podcast.
Okay.
No, the X address is 2.
Gotcha. And Savannah did mean to do that. Very nicely done.
Yes. So, Todd, can you go through with our people about how to share out our page to others?
Yes. If you search for our page, And you find it. Hang on 1 second here. If you find the Play It By Ear podcast page and you click on it, so you're looking right at the cover page of it, right? Cheer. Okay. Up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the 3 dots.
3 dots.
In a circle. Mine's in a circle. It's 3 dots. You click on that, and then you get to this page, and you'll see about 3/4 of the way down it says invite friends. Click on that, and you'll see a list of your friends. And at the top, it'll say select all. You click select all, and all those boxes will check. If you want to be selective and not select all, you just check the box next to the person's name. Then you scroll down to the bottom, and you click send invites, and it will do that to all of your Facebook friends.
Don't want to offend anybody's Aunt Edna with our brand of tomfoolery and shenanigans.
Right.
So.
Okay, so I had to. I misunderstood you first because I'm an admin for the page, so I went to the admin of the page and I couldn't invite anybody that way. So you have to go there from your personal page and search out our page.
Gotcha.
Yes, I have 40 people I have not invited to like our page, so 40 invites sent.
And both of yous have a high friend rate. Brady's got almost 2,000 daggone Facebook friends. That alone right there.
You have more friends than me, Brady?
I've
got 1,500, I think.
Shucks.
Yeah.
All right. So if all of yous in the audience can do that as well, we would certainly appreciate it. All right. With that, Todd, floor is yours.
All right. So I have a question. This is a first on air. I just found my other topic that I had been thinking about doing. So I'm going to let Yuns choose. Okay.
Yuns as in usins?
Or themsins.
Well, whoever's. I have most popular snacks in the United States. It's just a top 50 list, a rank, if you will. Or I have a map. It's the highest grossing singer / musical artist / band from each U.S. state.
Ooh. They'll
both be topics eventually. Just which one we want to do tonight.
So, flash poll. Do you want music or do you want snacks tonight? This is the first time we've ever done this.
Food or music? Food or music, folks?
My vote is music.
Your vote's music?
That is pretty intriguing.
Oh, we got a little notification, which you all can't see that up there, but I can see it.
Yes.
Got a new follower. We're up to 997.
Ooh. Who was it?
Can we shout him out? Ring the bell?
Michael Kidd, one of my friends.
Okay. Michael Kidd, thank you for joining us.
I kid you not. Music. We are so happy you joined us.
Yes. Celia votes music. I vote music.
I'm leading music. I'm feeling funky fresh that way.
So, Brady, if I go music, are you going to switch back to food?
Nah, I'm going to stick with the...
Okay.
It's all good.
Savannah says music.
Music it is. All right. So let me pull my map up. Now, keep in mind, this is just a graphic. So I have no idea how accurate this is or how new it is, how old the information is.
In other words, he did not compile and do heavy-duty research. He is at the mercy of the resources he's been giving. So please do not bombard our host with angsty side-eye saying that they have a map that says something else.
Right. And you know what's really sad? I do know where all the states are, but to not have to struggle, I'm going to have to pull up a map of the United States too, because the map does not have the name of the state with it. So I need to cross-check just to make sure that I'm...
New Hampshire and Vermont's always going to get rough, in my opinion.
All right, hang on a minute.
So are we... Are you doing this quiz style? You're going to give us a state and let us guess? Give us clues?
We're riffing, I think.
I can, but I think that might take a while. Now, maybe there might be some where we could do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not to hijack your topic, but...
Well, no, that's fine. I just wonder if you know, and I need to write it down too. I need to write down what state. Also. It's got more complex than I realized it was going to get here on me. All right. That way I don't go over a state that I already did. So where do you want to start? Let's start with Washington. We're
The district or the state?
The state. We're going to start northeast.
Northwest.
Northwest. That's what I meant. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go Washington.
Nirvana.
Okay. So the title of this says highest grossing singer, musical artist, band from each U.S. state. So it could be a band, could be a.
Ooh.
Could be Heart. Could be Heart.
Heart. Could be Soundgarden.
No. I'm thinking either Nirvana or Heart.
Could be Pearl Yam. Sorry. No, I'm sticking with my original. I'm sticking with Nirvana. They're synonymous with Washington.
Do we need a? By the way, Eric, should you play or one of you guys or both of you? Do we need a fact checker on this as well somehow? Like a little.
I can do that.
So I mean, it might be better if like everybody's prepared to do it, just because.
Yeah, I gotcha.
As I look at this map, some of them are kind of surprising me. Starting with Washington, I will tell you, you're both wrong.
Whoa!
Really?
Not even wrong. You're way wrong.
Way wrong.
Ooh.
So not even a quote unquote rock and roll act. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Can I interject? Is it rock and roll or is it all genres?
Grossing singer, musical artist, band.
Okay.
No genre listed, folks.
Slim Whitman.
No. All right. You want to know who it is?
Sure.
Yeah.
Kenny G.
What?
Kenny G.
What? Wow. As a saxophone player, I even find that offensive.
So again, I don't know if that's right. Do we believe it? The historian, if he were listening, he could help us with this as well.
Brady, you fact checking that?
I am right as we speak. So
where
it is true.
It is true. What's his gross?
It says that Seattle native and saxophonist Kenny G is recognized as the highest grossing recording artist from Washington, having sold 75 million albums worldwide. However, when taking historical and equivalent total sales, including digitals and singles, Spokane, Washington native Bing Crosby should be number 2. Should be number 1.
Oh.
Didn't know the Binger was from Washington.
I didn't. Kenny G was from Washington.
I didn't either. Yeah.
He's no Yanni.
I don't want to.
No.
Yeah. I don't want to sound snobby. I'm known to delve into some jazz records occasionally, and I don't have any problem with Kenny G, but Kenny G is to jazz what Velveeta is to cheese. a lot of they don't.
Purists don't take him seriously.
No, they don't like him. But that is interesting. I never would have thunk that.
No. So I'm very curious I could understand Heart. I mean, Heart, they've been off the grid for a little bit as far as album sales and all that go. But, I mean, Nirvana.
The only thing I can say about that is, as big as Nirvana was, it was very short-lived. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just talking like...
Yeah.
But, I mean, there are a lot of people that still...
Oh, yeah.
But Kenny G still sells out his tours and residencies and just a different milieu, you know?
Yeah. I suppose I should have started with Alaska since I was going northwest. So we'll go back and pick up Alaska.
All right.
Any guesses for Alaska?
I have no absolute clue. I got nothing. I don't even
hold on. Jewel?
No. But is she from Alaska?
She is.
Might be right.
I think so.
She is.
I'm going to say this. I don't believe I've ever heard of this
Okay.
artist. It is a band, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And the title of the band is This to me, this is going to be one of those groups that I've never heard of, but like I wouldn't be surprised if next week you don't see him selling out the freaking Red Stadium like the
Yeah.
was here a couple weeks ago. Never heard of the guy, never seen him in my life, and all of a sudden he's selling out the Red Stadium. Portugal the Man.
Oh yeah, they're a
Of
good
course
indie
Brady
rock
knows
band.
him.
Them.
Them.
So
No,
it's a band.
Yeah, it's a band.
Even though it's the man. Portugal.
Yeah.
Should be Portugal the Men.
Yes, but that's what makes it interesting.
It's like
They're
Hootie
not
and
bad
the
at all.
Hootie and the Blowfish-ish sort
Is it
of
like,
name.
Is it like the Lone Rangers?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so obviously this has to be something that's fairly recent.
Last 10 years, yeah.
So this band has outsold Jewel already in this era of we don't sell albums anymore.
Check to see if Jules from Alaska.
Jewel was
Sure.
definitely from Alaska. I would stake a lot of money on that.
First off, you guys can continue. I'll do some fact checking.
I'm going to see how many downloads is Portugal.
I got it. That's what I'm pulling up.
Oh.
They have sold 1.08 million albums globally, driven primarily by their massive 2017 breakout success. Their commercial metrics are heavily anchored by a single multi-platinum record and explosive crossover streaming hit.
And again, never heard of them. Yet they have one of their songs, Feel It Still.
Feel it still, yeah.
1,766,736,084.
They're all right. They're they're just your typical indie rock band.
Aren't you getting like 0.2 of a cent for every download? Of course, I mean, when you're talking about $1 billion, that's still a
Billion,
lot of
yeah.
money.
Right. They have 15.5 million monthly listeners.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Now you can be inspired to check them out.
Chico and the Man.
All right. Oregon.
Oregon.
Oh. See, I'm going back and forth on this one. I want to say the Shins, but they're not originally from Oregon.
The Shins are going on tour here in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that today. Who was
they're
it with?
they're co-headlining with the Weezer.
There you go.
And
Now,
yes,
hang on a
Jewel is
minute.
from Alaska.
The Shins. Sorry. No offense to the Shins. I have no issue with the Shins, but they should not
I
be
think I misspoke when I
co-headlining
said
with Weezer.
co-headlining.
It should be
But it's
opening
more
for
than
Weezer.
yeah, it's opening, but it's a enhanced opening.
Gotcha. Do you have any guesses for Oregon?
Oh,
I couldn't tell you who's from Oregon, music wise.
yeah. I'm thinking Portland. I'm thinking, but I'm kind of, if it's not the Shin, I know what state they'll probably be associated with, but I got nothing.
I wish this thing came with a top 3 from each, just so we could see some other bands, other acts that were. All right, Oregon, a favorite of mine, Everclear.
Oh,
Everclear.
So I was cheating a little bit. I did a search musicians from Oregon. Yes, Everclear. Courtney Love is from Oregon.
I actually
Dis-
didn't know it.
Decemberists.
Oh,
Modest
I like them.
Mouse.
I
Oh,
actually didn't
man.
know that Everclear was from Oregon. I thought they were from California for some reason.
yeah.
Steve Perry is from Oregon.
Steve Perry.
Steve Perry. Rose McGowan.
Speaking of California.
Oh,
Now
Beach
this
Boys.
No cheating. No cheating.
I'm not. I'm just going with my heart here.
okay. I have my first issue with this list because I did my little cheating. You said don't cheat, but I did my little cheating. And my co-pilot search says Oregon has produced a diverse array of talented musicians, including notable artists like Elliott Smith, which is not
Oh, yeah.
notable to me, Courtney Love, and Portugal/Chico and the Man.
Well, and I wonder how this is laid out as far as if it's a born there, moved there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to look up Portugal the Man. and see if it has any kind of.
Known for their eclectic mix of genres.
I don't like eclectic. Okay, from Wasilla, Alaska, and based in Portland, Oregon. So
Wasilla, Alaska, also home to anybody?
I don't know.
Sarah Palin.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a
Oh
guess.
yeah, I
That was
thought
a
we were
guess.
talking about. I thought we were talking about bands.
No, not band.
Yeah. So that's where it's going to get a little tricky because they could have originated in Alaska, but they're based in.
Yeah.
Lisa Loeb, also from Oregon.
Gosh, Portugal.
Quite a
Of course, they've been out since 2004, but like they already racked up quite a list of past members.
Portugal the Man.
Yeah. Looks to me like, as a matter of fact, original founding member John Baldwin Gorley. I'm not even sure he's still with him.
All right, with your permission, how about I help us along here a little bit? I can do a search for musicians from wherever, and I can give you some choices.
Okay.
So
So
we're
Just
on
don't-
California.
just don't Google highest grossing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just California.
So are you going to give us?
Musicians,
Are you going to
artists.
just try to find 3 from each and give us what might
Yeah,
be?
I'm gonna give you 3, and I don't know which one is number 1. I may give you 3 that are not number 1, but I'm gonna give you 3 that I think may be in the running. Brady said the Beach Boys, so yes. Van Halen, the Eagles. I'll give you 4. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So the 4 choices are, and I will tell you, can I say this? It is one of those 4.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. So we have Van Halen, Red Hot Chili Pepper, the Eagles, Beach Boys, and what was the 4th one you said?
I think
No,
it
that was 4. That was 4.
that
right
was
there.
4.
It's one of those 4.
I'm going back and forth between Eagles and Beach Boys, but the Beach Boys were at it longer than the Eagles. Multiple. Yeah, I just kind of think they might have a leg up on like sale.
Well, and the Beach Boys were at it longer in the period of time where people were buying albums.
That is true. Although Greatest Hits is still one of the top grossing.
And also, if you're talking, I guess grossing would that include touring? I feel it would, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And Beach Boys were constantly on tour.
yeah. I'm
When
going to
the-
go with
when
my
the
gut.
Eagles
It's supposed to
were-
be Beach Boys.
I will as well.
Because if they're, I'm going to go as far as to say no Beach Boys, no Eagles.
Here's the problem. Now, I will say, I know it's a different world we live in now. I know digital, I know Spotify, but what always breaks my heart is when I look and I see that Portugal, the Man, has more monthly listeners than the Beach Boys. That's my problem. But anyway,
Yeah.
I digress. It is not the Beach Boys, folks. By the way, the Beach Boys have 14 million monthly listeners. Let me look up. I know this has nothing to do with the. Guess how many listeners the Red Hot Chili Peppers have? More or less than the Beach Boys?
More.
Way more. 46.8 million monthly listeners. What was the other bands we said? Van Halen. Less than the Beach Boys. 13.5 million.
Wow.
When more
Yeah.
people are listening to Portugal the Man than Van Halen, we are a doomed society.
Well, but what other venue are you going to get Portugal or Chico and the Man?
Right. By the way, the Eagles was the winner. The Eagles was the answer.
Yeah.
The Eagles, by the way, 27.5 million monthly listeners, but highest grossing. Now, you got to wonder, does that take into account any individual solo albums of members?
I would say no.
You'd
I'm
say
going to
no.
go ahead and say no on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Agreed.
that were the case, then by far.
Well, but then if you say that's the case with the Eagles, then you would have to go back to does Nirvana and
Well, no,
Okay.
because that's a whole different band. To where Don Henley is an Eagle soloing as Don Henley. It's not a new band. Now, if we went Paul McCartney from the Beatles and then you went Wings, that doesn't count. And by the way, I have no idea what they even counted in this, but I'm just saying if you took Don Henley, Joe Walsh, Eagles albums,
Glenn Fry,
individual, it would be tough. But they won anyway. And I don't know. Anybody want to look that up and see how much they're worth or how much they're
what they gross?
What they gross. That's what I meant. I wish this gave that as well. And while you're doing that, we'll move on to Hawaii.
Eagles have sold 200 million records worldwide. Really? Combined net worth is estimated to be around $1 billion.
Dang.
So Hawaii is the next state, by the way.
Don Ho.
Jack Johnson.
No and no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do my search. Artist from Hawaii.
If you're just joining us, we're looking at a map of the highest grossing singer / musical artist / band from each U.S. state. And we started over in the West. Actually, we started in the Northwest and we're heading south.
Well, Don Ho is on the list. Bruno Mars. Jack Johnson.
I didn't know Jack Johnson was from Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. He was a professional surfer and surf photographer, filmmaker.
Yak Johnson.
Scrolling down this list, I'm not recognizing a whole lot of names. So there's Israel Kamakawalea, the one that sung the Over the Rainbow.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. By the way, you've already
that's the only other one I really know.
You've already said the answer.
Oh, did I?
Mm-hmm.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That one doesn't surprise me.
No.
Not a lot of competition.
Not at all.
To be quite honest with you. I want to look up his monthly Spotify listeners. 130.8 million monthly listeners.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a lot.
All right.
Todd, you froze up on me. I apparently.
Sorry.
Can
you hear me now?
Well, you both froze. It must have been on my end.
All right. Let's move over to Idaho. We're moving eastward.
Idaho. And let me do my search because I can't really come up with anyone from Idaho.
Yeah, it's probably going to be something 50s or 60s. Those people that came from out west and moved to like LA and New York and places like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't even have a guess, but I bet it's going to be 50s or 60s.
Here we go.
Okay.
Paul Revere and the Raiders. I'm wondering if I'm going to see anyone else on this list that I recognize.
Yeah. I'm just going to say that Paul Revere and the Raiders fits the exact criteria. That's what I was kind of going for.
I'm going to throw some of these other names out here because Brady will probably know who they are. Built to Spill, indie rock. Sounds like something Brady would know.
Not familiar with that one.
Is it Built, BILT, to Spill,
No.
SPILL?
No, BUILT. Built.
Okay.
Their name should be Built to Spilt.
Their 1997 album Perfect From Now On served as a turning point for the band. Most popular songs from Built to Spill: Car, Carry the Zero, and You Were Right.
Carry the Zero. That's an interesting song title.
That would be a good band name.
Yeah.
By the way,
Josh Ritter.
There's no sense in looking any further. It's Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Paul Revere and the Raiders.
It's got to be.
Now, Was Paul Revere and the Raiders? I thought they were like a surf type band.
They wore Patriot outfits, like tri-cornered hats and stuff like that.
Well, like I'm looking at their most downloaded song on Spotify is called Indian Reservation.
Yes.
The Lament of the Cherokee Reservation. Good thing. Oh, did they do here, listen real quick. How long can I play it?
Well, technically you can't play it at all.
You can't, yeah. We'll get
They had
banned
that. I'm Not Your Stepping Stone. That's not the same stepping stone
as Monkeys.
Is it as Monkeys?
Yeah,
So
I'm not your stepping stone. Yeah,
I know the
wonder-
song. Yeah, but did they do it first?
Could be.
I'm going to look at the year. Well, so they came out. Their first album was 1965. Louie Louie. Do You Love Me? I want to
They
hear
didn't do
some-
that originally.
When did Louis? So, Louie, Do You Love Me? Is that Do You Love
Do you
Me?
love me? But that, once again, not original.
Really?
No.
In
Seems like they did a lot of covers in costume. I'm not knocking on them, but
I think Indian Reservation may be an original from them, but those other things aren't.
Yeah, that's like their second album might have been a lot of covers too.
hi, Mom, by the way.
Yeah, let's circle back around here and
Linda.
welcome
Hello, Richard. Hello, John.
John and Richard, and Mom is in the house, in the room.
Yeah. I'm going to have to take this offline after this podcast is over and do some more research and hear some of these versions of this band because I don't know. Anyway, all right. So let's go a little further south to Nevada.
Nevada. Wayne Newton.
The Killers. I'm going to go with it. Like, they're big in the United States, but they're really big worldwide in Europe. Las Vegas band. I'm going to go the Killers.
All right. You want the list?
I want the list.
Sure. Yes, Brady's the Killers on the list. Yes. Imagine Dragons.
Ooh,
interesting.
That is interesting. Brady, I'm surprised.
Panic at the Disco.
Wow, what a scene! I think the Neon Trees were from Vegas too.
Neon, are they?
Maybe.
Tony Basil.
Oh,
David Coverdale.
What? No, he's British.
Yeah,
he might live there now.
That's what I mean.
Hailing from England, David became a resident of Nevada in the early 90s.
And and we can't. We're going to say we're not counting him separate from Led Zeppelin.
Nayo.
Yeah.
You've said it. I'll give you that. I'll stop you there. You've said it.
Okay.
I didn't realize that little mini scene burst there with Panic at the Disco, Imagine
Killers.
Dragons, which I'm not an Imagine Dragons fan, but I like the Killers a lot.
I'm gonna go Killers all day long. Just
you know my problem with Imagine Dragons, right?
You have one problem with Imagine Dragons?
Well, it's not even their songs I don't like. I don't like the lead singer's attire at shows. You don't go do a rock concert in little skimpy shorts and nothing else and run around the stage like some sort of gymnast. With any video I see, he's got a tiny pair of shorts on and no shirt, and they're just running around. It's like, are you a singer or you want people to look at your physique? You decide, but you can't be both. It's the same thing as Brady. You can't do that. But I see you give me the look, Brady. But you're
I'm not. I really.
You also have a problem with that. We always talk about people shirtless uptown and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't say it's fine when you're Imagine Dragons. But
No. I actually saw the Imagine Dragons. I knew one of their songs, and it was right before they broke huge. And they were on a tiny stage at the Bunbury Festival in Cincinnati. They were good though.
Yeah,
but
Bunbury.
I think that was. See, I think the guy. I look at pictures. The guy used to be. That's how he used to. He used to be a fine. He would dress like any other rock star, but then he started looking like this. I guess the shorts aren't skimpy, but that's the kind of stuff you see him performing now. That is not proper stage attire
He looks like he's going to a UFC fight. Maybe that's what he's trying to like channel.
Well, I don't know the guy, so I'm not judging him, but it looks to me like that early on in their days, he was an average size guy and he's hit the weights. So
he's
good
a
for him.
symbol now.
he's wanting to show off his hard work. And,
Got no problem with that.
some might say sour grapes, but I'm not a fan of dressing on stage like you just got done with a workout.
We're at 1,000 followers, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Not even a fan of shorts on stage, boys.
1,000 followers.
Unless you're Ooh, scared me. Unless you are
Sorry.
unless you're the brainchild behind Boston and you're wearing a knee brace, no shorts on stage.
You never know what sort of cuts that Tom Schultz would have to make on stage.
Right.
Might involve
Might-
bubblegum.
Might have to make a V cut up there or something.
All right, fellas. So how about this? It's Imagine Dragons, Panic at the Disco, and the Killers. It's between one of those three.
Killers. Still stand by it.
I don't know. Have the Killers been as big for as long as Imagine Dragons was?
Longer.
Yeah, longer.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Mr. Brightside was huge.
Let's look here. Let's check the
Yeah.
Spotify stats.
I'll even put the Killers' debut CD, Hot Fuss, as one of the greatest debuts of all time.
So, Mr. Brightside, 3,348,109,000. Crap, I can't read numbers anymore. You get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then somebody told me is also over 1 billion downloads. All these things that I've done, almost half a billion. So it's the Killers. 36.9 million monthly Spotify listeners.
Yeah.
How about Panic? Panic 25.2 million. And now they do have 3 songs with 1 billion, over 1 billion downloads, including High Hopes, which almost has 2 billion.
Yeah.
I Write Sins Not Tragedies is the next highest, and then House of Memories after that.
Yeah.
They burst on that scene with like interesting song titles like that. I Write Sins Not
Yeah.
Tragedies. Fall Out Boy was always big on
And
that.
All American Rejects. I always like gotta put them together.
What was the other band we were? Imagine Dragons. Let's see how many. Imagine Dragons.
Believers gotta be there.
53 million monthly listeners. More than
Dang.
Panic. And they have, get this, guys. Wow. They by far are the bigger band as far as just popularity and downloads and things like that. Believer, almost 4 billion downloads. Demons, over 3 million downloads.
That's half
Thunder,
the Earth's population.
Thunder,
about
over
that.
3 billion downloads. Radioactive, 2.3 billion. Whatever it takes, 1.7 billion. Enemy, 2.2 billion, or over 2 billion.
Dang, man.
Bad Liar, almost 1.5 billion. Natural, over 1.5 billion. On Top of the World, over like all of their top 10 songs on Spotify are over 1 billion
Hmm.
downloads.
Interesting.
It's a shirt, man. It's the shirtless. That guy's selling. He's selling out. So the Killers. Next up. Which direction do we want to go here? We'll stay south. Arizona.
Dang, man. I think I need some choices.
Yep. We'll give you the list. Stevie Nicks,
Huh.
Linda Ronstadt, Alice Cooper, Gin Blossoms,
Ooh, I forgot about the Gin Blossoms. I didn't know they're from Arizona.
I didn't either.
Marty Robbins is from Arizona.
What? Thought he'd be from like Tennessee or someplace.
Yeah.
My first gut reaction is saying Alice Cooper. but could be Stevie Nicks. But that's a tough one.
So again, do we go Stevie Nicks solo? It has to be, right? We're not, because Fleetwood Mac are British.
Yeah. Well, half and half.
Half and half. Right. All right.
I mean, Linda Ronstadt was huge in the day too.
Right.
She was.
What's your guesses?
I'm still going with Alice Cooper.
I will as well.
Alice Cooper over the ladies?
Yes.
Over.
Yes.
So would you say, though, if we did include Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks would probably run away with it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Linda Ronstadt.
I mean, I'm not surprised by that.
I am a little bit, but she was huge, and
Right.
I'm surprised. I
she
just thought she
spit
was a California girl.
She spent it all on cocaine.
She's got some ailment now.
Well, she has
She has
either
dementia.
Parkinson's or dementia or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But wasn't she the one
Yeah.
that had to? Wasn't she the one that blew the hole in her nose? Like her entire. Yeah.
Septum, it's gone.
Yeah.
Tooth injury.
Instead of acute injury, a toot injury. All right. We're gonna go back up north because the way I'm looking here, we're gonna go Utah. Utah.
The Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
That might be accurate.
I like the name. I like the word tabernacle. I'm not sure why. It just cracks me up.
All right. Do you want the list?
I
Sure.
do. I think we're going to need a list for Utah.
I think I just figured it out. Donny Osmond.
Let's hear the
Ooh.
list.
Let's hear the list.
Well, now this
What do you-
list has Imagine Dragons for Utah.
Boo.
Well,
They can only have one state.
it's not them. I'll tell you that.
David Archuleta,
Huh.
Lindsey Sterling. Don't know if I've heard of her.
Is that the is Lindsey Sterling the violinist that she tours like? I think
She
she's
might
tour-
be.
I think she's touring with like
Yes,
Evanescence.
yep.
And things like yeah.
Yep. Donny Osmond.
What
Kinda scrolling.
what about Marie Osmond?
Well, there's Donnie, and then there's the Osmonds
Right.
as a group.
I'm looking.
Marie is on the list
Dragons.
as well. They've got Jewel on the Utah list.
Nope.
Ooh.
Disallowed.
Yes.
Donny
Have
Osmond
we
had Soldier
have we
of
said
Love.
it?
Real quick though, I just want to point out I was looking at Imagine Dragons. Their hometown is Provo, Utah, but they are based in Nevada. You have said it. I
I'm
will tell you
sticking with
that.
Donny Osmond. He had Soldier of Love. So that was his '80s hit. That after his post, he was like 40 when he did that.
So did I say any of the ones from that list? Were any of those correct?
On the list, you said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not Donny Osmond. I'll say that much.
Well, if it's not Donny Osmond, I'm going to go the Kenny G route. I'm going to go with the Sterling Girl.
I can see that's a good choice, but no.
I'm overthinking it, though, I'm sure.
I'm going to go off the grid. I'm going to say the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
I gotta look that up.
It's pretty off the grid, but it makes sense.
You're making that up.
No, like
Mormon
Oh,
Tabernacle. I can't even say it. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
yes.
Homeward. They do have 431K monthly listeners.
that's it.
Come on, that's big numbers for them, right?
I mean, they're like the Vienna Boys Choir. Like, I mean, it's one of those institutional thing, like the
Yeah. Is it like
Boston
Anne Murray?
Pops or something.
Like the Mannheim Steamroller. No, you guys aren't going to like this. Jewel. And she was born in Payson. You guys were wrong before. She was born in Payson, Utah. Wasn't born
I
in
looked it up
Alaska.
earlier and it said Alaska.
You didn't look at the right place.
Well, how did you
She
know?
was raised near Homer, Alaska, but she was born in Payson, Utah.
Did you guys miss that? It said, how would you know?
I did miss that, by the way. Yeah. So it is you.
Well, now this thing here says, though born in Alaska, the multi-talented Jewel Kilcher spent her teenage years in Provo, Utah.
Well, on this one, I tend to trust Wikipedia on this. They're usually right about that, at least that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
trying to
right.
look and see if I can look and see when she was. Let's see. Her father originally from Alaska. Her paternal grandfather, Yule Kilcher, was a delegate to the Alaska Constitutional Convention and a state senator. Okay, here we go. Shortly after Jewel's birth, her family relocated to Anchorage, Alaska.
Interesting.
I was looking for an age, but either way, if she was in Alaska, at least she's used somebody. I mean, she was pretty big there for a while.
She was.
Yeah, I always like Yule.
Did she ever get orthodontics done?
No, man, that's her that's her claim to fame. It's like Cindy Crawford's mole. Only 1.8 monthly listeners.
1.8
0.8.
Or
1.8 million.
1.8 million.
It's like, I'll triple our count here in a few minutes just to make her feel better.
It almost seems like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong here. I mean, I'm not meaning anything by this, but it almost seems like she got married and she married the rodeo guy. It almost seems like once she kind of went into like she kind of her career fizzled, or was it just the genre went away, like the whole acoustic guitar folk singer?
Yeah,
type?
that.
I mean,
Same
same thing happened to Sheryl Crow.
Jewel, Sheryl Crow, Fiona Apple, all those that Lisa Loeb,
Sarah McLaughlin.
Right. Well, Sheryl Crow's thing, Sheryl Crow just got too annoyingly preachy and radical. But Jewel didn't. I mean, Jewel wasn't like one who was always. Of course, Sheryl Crow was a teacher before she was a bassist and singer, right? Who was she a backing singer for? Prince?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Or Michael Jackson, one of those two.
Michael Jackson, maybe. Say you would know. Michael Jackson.
Can we do Ohio yet?
Nope. What do you want to just throw the map on the ground? I mean, I'm going in direction. I'm going. So we have. How about Montana?
Montana.
It's gonna be country, I'm sure.
Want the list?
This is the second one. This is the second one that I haven't heard of on this list. And I think this might be one that Brady hasn't heard of either. But I could be wrong, Brady. I don't mean to doubt you.
Yeah. Tell us.
Oh, well, let me look through this list to see if I recognize any of these names, and I'm not really recognizing a whole lot.
Wow.
So I'm just going to go back to the top of the list here and just give you the first four.
I will say this person is deceased.
Okay.
Sadly.
Oh.
Which is this our first one? I think this is the first one where somebody is.
Tim Montana.
Hannah Montana?
So was his name Tim Montana and he just happened to be from Montana? Did he change his name? Was his name Tim, like Tim Joe, and he changed it to Tim Montana because he was from Montana?
Doesn't really say. He was from Butte.
Nice
Tim Montana. Rob Quist.
That name sounds familiar, but not.
You're thinking of Rob Bass. Yes, say some
Michael
Michael Jackson.
Jeff Ament. Or Ament.
That's the bass player for Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam, yeah.
Can't do that. We can't. Again, we can't
Yeah.
separate. Well, I mean, again, I don't know how they're doing it.
You can't separate the fruit from the jam.
Right.
Nicolette Larson.
I'm assuming as a
Um,
country singer.
She passed in 97. Could be her.
I'm not familiar.
Her angelic voice and heartfelt country pop tunes garnered her
Okay.
widespread acclaim.
I'll stop you right there. It's her. There's no sense in going. It's her. Interestingly enough, I mean, she had one top 40 country hit it was a duet with Steve Wariner called "That's How You Know When Love's Right." Not sure if I would know that if I heard it or not. But had you guys ever heard of her before this?
Not even once.
According to this, she had songs called Lotta Love, Roomba Girl, Let Me Go Love.
It seems like she switched to country in like the mid 80s.
Yeah.
Actually, she's best known for her work in the late 70s with Neil Young
Oh,
and her
Yeah.
78 hit single of Young's Lotta Love, which hit #1 on the Hot
yeah.
Adult Contemporary track charts.
Just not familiar, man. I'm not, just didn't know.
Wyoming. We'll go back down south, or south from Montana, I should say.
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Is it going to be country again? Give me some choices. Choices,
And-
please.
I will say I don't know who this person is. Savannah says that Jewel won season 6 of Masked Singer. I do remember her like having a little brief comeback there, and see it does confirm that Sheryl Crow was a backing vocalist for Michael Jackson.
I know that Sheryl Crow also did the flea collar commercial about hearts, about the ticks and fleas. She wrote a jingle for the Hearts flea collar commercial.
I didn't know that.
Well, Scott Avett from the Avett Brothers.
Oh yeah,
It's from Wyoming.
I
Is it
was
Avett or
just
Abbott?
talking about them the other day. Like they're a newgrass band, kind of.
Moondog.
I don't know. Is that a person? A band?
There's a
Person.
wrestler, Moondog, Spot, and Rex.
Born Lewis Hardin. Moondog spent much of his childhood in Wyoming before becoming one of the most enigmatic figures in the world of experimental music.
I was just saying, with a name like Moondog, there's probably chemicals involved.
Let's I tell you what, on these like lesser known, because I don't think you guys are going to know this person.
Yeah,
Let's go through these faster.
move forward.
Yeah. Spencer Boren or Baron.
Huh.
No,
Never heard of him.
Accomplished guitarist, singer, and songwriter. Established himself as a revered figure within the realm of American roots music.
Roots. That's
Roots. His intricate finger-picking and soulful vocals garnered him praise from critics and fellow musicians alike.
interesting.
Never heard of him. Yeah. All right, let's head south to Colorado.
John Denver.
Is he from Colorado?
That John Denver's full of shit, man.
I don't think he's from Colorado.
I
I mean, he
know
may
that-
be. I just thought he called himself Denver, but he wasn't from Colorado.
Rocky Mountain High, Aspen. His song's about Aspen. You know,
Little place called
Well,
where
I
the
mean,
beer flows like wine.
so looking at my list, John Denver is on the list. So I guess
Yeah.
he's from Colorado. This is a surprise to me. Earth, Wind, and Fire is from Colorado.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I just thought Earth was from there.
One Republic.
Oh,
The Lumineers.
well, they had a hot second.
And here's one for you, Todd, Big Head Todd and the Monsters.
It's always been one of those bands that has eluded me. I couldn't name it. Did they have a hit?
Low key alt hit.
Yeah.
Bittersweet. Broken-Hearted Savior, Circle.
I am sticking with my answer of John Denver.
I don't think there's any question. I mean, I think Earth, Wind, and Fire may be the closest, but they're no John
Yeah.
Denver.
Boys.
Guess we're wrong.
You are wrong.
Ooh.
The Fray.
What?
I like the Fray. No, I don't. No, actually, I don't.
I figured the Fray was one of your bands. One of your.
No. After Grey's Anatomy, I had to hear it ad nauseum. The how to shave your wife thing.
You heard that right, folks.
No, it was a parody, and
I
yeah, I know. It just there was a video of like somebody like in the OR, and he was like shaving armpits or something. It was just weird, and it just sticks in my head.
Let's see how many monthly listeners the Fray has. 17 million monthly listeners. Brady's the real version of the song, Brady said, almost 2 billion downloads. I like the song "You Found Me." I think
I have a real problem with this. I don't believe it. I don't believe that they're bigger than John Denver.
I don't either.
Matter of fact, I would have picked Firefall before I would have picked the Fray.
No.
Yeah, definitely Earth, Wind, and Fire over the Fray.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Just
You are
based
the
on
woman that
Guardians of
I've
the
always
Galaxy.
dreamed of. I knew it
Earth,
from
Wind,
the
and
start.
Fire. Well, I mean,
Earth,
obviously
Wind, and Fire. They did September, right?
September.
Yes.
Which I still don't know the words. All I just know is September, and I don't know what. But I love the song. But that's all I know. Anyway, I'm calling them out on that.
Hang on a second.
Everybody got quiet.
I'm sending you guys a text to check out.
So,
Interesting.
Interesting. Brady, just for your information. Hey, body say, do you remember BDA dancing in September? Body never was a cloudy day. So next time you want to sing along, there you go.
Yeah. By the way, looking at this map, after I go the next column down from north to south, we'll call that a night and get to Brady's topic, and that'll split us about in the middle. That'll work out pretty well.
Okay.
New Mexico.
The Shins. There we go. Absolutely.
Well, didn't we say the Shins were from Oregon?
They moved to Oregon, but they are from New Mexico. The Shins all day.
I think
will
you're
stand
wrong.
behind it.
I think you're wrong. Now this list has John Denver from New Mexico. He hailed from New Mexico.
Hey.
Glenn Campbell,
Oh,
Bo Diddley,
Wow. Some powerhouses.
the Shins, emerging from Albuquerque. It's Michael Martin Murphy. That's about the only other one I recognize here.
All right. What says Yins? Brady goes with. Are you sticking with the Shins?
I mean, this nonsense about John Denver being from New Mexico when he's clearly. I'm going with his branding, Rocky Mountain High in Denver. His name's not John Santa Fe. Whoever, but that'd be Juan Santa Fe. But anyway, I'm going to stick with the Shins.
Glenn Campbell,
Wichita lineman.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
John Denver. He was, first off, he didn't move to Colorado until he was 6, and he only lived there until he was 14. So he only had 8 years in Colorado.
So humor me, Todd. What's the Shins numbers?
Because, think about it. I mean, none of Leonard Skinner were from Alabama, but they still had a song about Alabama, so you can't go by that.
True.
Crosby, Stills, Nash weren't from Ohio.
Right. There you go. I don't have. You mean like Spotify numbers, Brady?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
But now, given what you know, I mean, do you still think John Denver?
Well, if they're fully claiming John Denver, it's going to be John Denver all day. But, you know,
The Shins, 2.7 million monthly listeners. Not a lot. I mean, more than I have, but let's see. John Denver, 12.9 million monthly listeners.
okay.
Well, Becky Fiskus, thank you for listening, honey.
He was born
She
in
verifies he was born in
Roswell,
New Mexico.
Do you know what John Denver's real last name was?
Dusseldorf.
Yeah.
Like the mustard?
Yeah.
Like the famous White Castle mustard?
Yeah.
I was going to say the town in Germany. He
That
wasn't
too.
John Germany.
I
Jan
love
Germany.
I love Dusseldorf. Every time I go to White Castle, I get a supply of Dusseldorf mustard packets to keep in my glove compartment.
Yeah.
Brady, you should try it sometime.
No mustard for me.
All right. Moving over to we'll start back up. North Dakota.
Nah.
North Dakota.
Ready for
I
the
need some
list?
help. I need a list.
All right. We have Peggy Lee,
Ooh.
Bobby V,
And Johnny D.
Lynn Anderson, not Johnny D, Johnny Lang,
Nah.
and you know, kids, man, that Lawrence Welk, that's a good show.
Grandma?
Lawrence Welk. Wiz Khalifa is from North Dakota.
Now that I did not have on my bingo card.
I wonder how Wiz Khalifa. North Dakota doesn't seem like his sort of. I don't know. That's not on my bingo card either.
Dang, man, I don't know.
He was born in Minot. Is it Minot,
Okay,
North Dakota?
rap is huge streaming, and even though, no, I'm thinking of Brenda Lee, not Peggy Lee.
Who is
I think
Peggy
I'm
Lee?
going Wiz Khalifa all day. Just simply A, he's the one I know the most, and B, rap streams well. He was in the cultural, he was in a big deal for a while.
Peggy Lee had like 2.7 million monthly Spotify listeners. Sorry.
I was seriously. Well, I guess you're kind of going to give the answer here, aren't you?
I'm just going through the Spotify listeners.
So we'll go with Lawrence Welk.
Well, Wiz Khalifa, 44 million monthly.
Oh,
Let's look at Lawrence Welk.
I thought Lawrence Welk was Hungarian.
Hailing from the rural town of Strasburg, North Dakota.
Huh.
85,000 monthly listeners.
Well,
I
I don't think
dropping
Lawrence
daily.
Welk's demographic is streaming.
Riders in the Sky. Was he the original Riders in the Sky?
No, that's got to be the Doors.
But the thing is, Lawrence Welk wasn't a musician. He
That's
was like
Riders
a
of the Storm. Sorry.
band leader, wasn't
I'm
he?
thinking of Riders in the Storm as well.
Yeah.
I don't know Riders in the Sky yet. So Larry Welk wasn't. Where did Brady think he was from?
I thought he was Hungarian. I thought he wasn't from the
I
United
mean,
States.
he may have been Hungarian, but he was born in North Dakota.
Okay.
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
It is Wiz. It is. It is. It is Wiz Khalifa. I couldn't name you one Wiz Khalifa song. Could you?
Black and Yellow.
Oh,
Did you
Black
look
and
that
Yellow,
up?
Black and Yellow.
It's it's
I,
on my
yeah,
list
I
here.
remember. I remember it briefly. Black and Yellow. Yeah.
You know what comes next? South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Okay, can I make a joke? Since the capital, wait a minute, no, Bismarcky, but I got the Dakotas mixed up.
Here's a list. Sean Colvin, Indigenous, Floyd Red Crow Westerman.
Sean Colvin did win a Grammy. Wasn't she one that Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? Which is out about the same time as Black Velvet, and I lumped them together, and it's like kind of like,
Man, any day I can go without hearing about Black Velvet is a good day. You ruined that for me, Brady.
sorry.
Sean Colvin actually
Did not
his
have
popular songs. Sunny Came Home.
Yeah, it's Sunny Came Home is her big one.
Steady On.
You
Diamond
guys
in
would
the
know it
Rough.
if you heard it. But she did not do the song you were asking about, Brady.
I would say Sean Colvin. I mean,
What was the name of the
Yeah.
song Brady said?
I
Where Have
thought,
All the
Where
Cowboys
Have All the
Gone?
Cowboys Gone?
yeah, I don't think I was Sean
That
Colvin.
wasn't Sean Colvin, but it's Paula Cole.
Yeah.
Paula Cole.
Colvin.
Old King Cole.
Which wasn't her biggest song, by the way. Her biggest song was I Don't Want to Wait. Talking about Paula Cole here.
I don't want to wait
Oh,
for
yeah.
our lives to
Is that
be
her?
over. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a popular show
yeah.
theme song?
Dawson's Creek.
Was it Dawson's Creek? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah. When we get off here, listen to Sunny Came Home and you'll know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, Lawrence Welk, his parents were ethnic German immigrants from Ukraine. So they were Ukrainians, Germany, United
Ukrainian
States.
Germans.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sean Colvin for South Dakota.
It is Sean Colvin.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My goodness. Let's head on down south to Nebraska.
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. Did you see where what's his name from Journey telling Bruce to basically
Oh,
shut
yeah.
up?
That was awesome. All right. Do you want the list?
Yes, please.
We have 311,
Oh.
Mannheim Steamroller,
Todd. Never thought I'd heard Mannheim Steamroller twice in one night. That wasn't, but not a Christmas.
Boxcar Willie,
Sold just as much as Slim Whitman and Zamfir.
Matthew Sweet,
Oh.
Mannheim Steamroller is the Timu Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I said it, and I mean.
but I think a Mannheim Steamroller was out before.
They were before. Yeah.
So you can't be the Timu if you were before.
I know.
Mm.
They are the poor man's.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Hasn't Timu's taken over for the poor man's? If you think about it, like we grew up saying that's the poor man's whatever, and now we say it's Timu. Yeah.
Like,
But there was something else in the middle there too, though.
Wish.
So
What? Was it?
no,
What Brady say?
Wish.
Oh, Wish.
There was something before Timu, and it wasn't Wish.
Was it Walmart?
No,
No.
someone would say it's the blank version of
Amazon?
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, no. Amazon.
Alibaba?
No.
No,
All right. What says Yins?
Oh, I say Mannheim Steamroller.
311 was a big deal for. They've still got a big life. You know, they were that jammy reggae rap thing, and I liked them in doses. But I worked at Camel Snot at the height of Mannheim's steamrolling, and it was on constantly. So I'm going Mannheim all day.
Yeah, say you may be right. Kmart version.
You
I think
might
is
be
probably
right,
what it
yeah.
was. Yeah, but I agree with Brady. I like 311 for about 2.5 songs, and then it irks me, much like any band that uses steel drums. My gosh. But I'm not surprised by this. It is Mannheim Steamroller. So you're right, Eric.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing. 311 has 4-point-something million monthly listeners. Guess how many Mannheim Steamroller has?
Well, if you count December.
They have
They'll say,
41.7K, and that's probably all in December.
Yeah.
So if you multiply that by 12, if they got that each month, they'd probably be right up there with some of these other bands. But still, yeah.
Sorry, I appreciate my wife chiming in.
Sonny came home with a vengeance.
Yeah. Paul
That sounds like a
Colgate
movie
where-
title.
And all the cowboys gone.
I hated that song.
Yeah, it's Black Velvet. It's in the same. It's in the same
And,
realm.
and it's my age and everything of when it's just the
I put it-
antithesis.
Well,
I put it with the Cherry Tree song. I know Eric's a fan of that one. But,
No.
God.
Well, did I
Like-
tell you? That's the only thing that's keeping me from going to see one of my favorite bands, OAR. That's the only thing keeping me from going to see them in Cincinnati because the opening act is KT Tunstall. I refuse. I won't.
just go late.
We're late, yeah.
I would rather go see Rebecca Black in OAR than KT Tunstall.
Black Velvet is always going to be more distasteful because it was played at 7:36 a.m.
Yeah.
on WMOR and had woke me up from my slumber every single morning.
I thought there was one of those songs you liked. You don't like the
No.
KT tunes?
No,
Okay. Yeah.
no.
What's it called? Black Dog
Black
and
Horse
Cherry
and a
Tree.
Cherry Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Black Horse and a Cherry Tree. That's baby. That's my version.
Gosh.
Millions of
Anyway.
listens. There's your reel next week.
Man, there you go.
All right. We're heading south. Kansas.
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 Can we get a list?
We'll get a list. List includes Kansas.
That's right. It's Becky that likes that song, the Dark Horse and a Cherry Tree song. isn't
Yes, yes.
it? Or Black
Sorry,
Velvet.
Becky.
It's the same song. They sound nothing alike, but they're still the same song.
It's the era and the
Yeah.
it's just that. Well, no, it's different eras. It's just that same kind
But
of.
I will say, there's a lot of people that like Black Velvet.
Ugh.
A lot. There's a lot of Cincinnati bands with female singers that do Black Velvet. Proudly,
They
we're
do
not-
Mustang Sally too.
Proudly, we're not one of them. Yes.
Yes. Martina McBride,
Ooh.
Joe Walsh.
Ooh.
I thought Joe Walsh is from Akron.
Again, I think it's a matter of born versus raised versus reared.
Yeah.
Let's see others on here that I recognize.
I'm kind of surprised at this one, to be honest with you.
Charlie Parker.
I don't know Chucky D.
He's a
the next
jazz
on the list.
guitarist.
So I'm guessing it's not Kansas.
Yeah.
No, it's Kansas.
Oh, it is. Okay.
But I'm surprised that it's not Martina McBride.
Oh, yeah. Because I mean,
She was huge.
Listen, Carry On My Wayward Son alone would destroy anything Martina McBride ever
well,
had.
you know what her big song is? Let freedom ring.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you put in Dust in the Wind, and I mean, I would have sooner picked Joe Walsh than Kansas if I had to pick
Well, right. Joe Wall, again, it goes into that slippery slope of, by the way, Dust in the Wind, more downloads than Carry On My Wayward Son.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I mean, it's only fitting that the band Kansas has.
Yeah.
I want to look up something real quick about Joe Walsh, though, because
Well, this list also says Joe Walsh is on the list of best musicians from Ohio.
right. Well, it's another one. He was born in Wichita, Kansas. Let's see. He went to Kent State. That's probably what sent him.
Yeah.
Born in Kansas, military brat. So he was all over
Wonder
the
if-
place.
Wonder if Joe Walsh was on Kent State's campus when the whole thing went down with the
I mean,
National
that's
Guard.
his era.
I don't know. So in the 50s, it was common practice for children to take the name. So anyway, his family lived in Columbus, Ohio for a number of years during his youth. See, I didn't think he was from Ohio, but when was he at? Let's see. I'm trying to see when he went to Kent State. In the mid 60s, after attending Kent State, Walsh played with several local Ohio bands before reaching national fame with the James Gang, whose hit Funk 49 showcased his
that's on.
skills. It doesn't say when he went to Kent State or if he stayed. I don't know how long he went there, but if he was born in 47, that would have probably put him at college age around 65, 66, 67, somewhere around
Yeah.
there.
So probably a little bit before the National Guard thing, because that was 1970.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 2 more states to we finish up. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Garth Brooks.
Want the list?
Mm-hmm.
Reber. Merle Haggard.
Wow. Some heavy hitters here.
Toby Keith.
Heavy hitters.
Garth Brooks.
See, we're getting right into that country.
Gene
sweet spot.
Autry. Woody Guthrie also on the list, but he wouldn't compare to those others.
Who do you think it is?
Probably Garth Brooks, although, I don't know, Toby Keith.
Brady, I can't hear you all of a sudden.
I was muting myself because I could tell some noise was coming through.
Right.
Um,
So who do you? Eric says Garth Brooks. You probably
I
heard
say
that.
Garth Brooks too. Maybe Chris Gaines.
You guys are both right. It's Garth Brooks.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Which
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean,
surprise me, but here's what does surprise me. Monthly Spotify listeners, Garth Brooks is under 1 million. That surprises me.
That's shocking to me.
It is shocking.
He hasn't done himself any favors lately.
No, but when he tours, it's still huge. I mean,
He's coming to Indianapolis, isn't he? Like he's
Well,
just starting a new stadium tour.
didn't the last time he came to Cincinnati, he ended up doing like 4 shows or something?
Yeah.
Like he does that. So I don't know what that's telling us. Is it telling us that he's falling out of favor?
Or running his course.
And actually, what's going on here? He has no songs. Something's got to be wrong here with Garth
You
Brooks'
can't
Spotify
tell me
page.
that Friends in Low Places isn't a multi-billion
That's what I'm saying.
streaming
There's
song.
got to be something wrong here with Garth Brooks' Spotify page. I wonder if it's some sort of deal where he one of those ones that like fought with Spotify or something,
Could
He
be.
might be.
because it doesn't even have Friends in Low Places here. And like when you look at his discography, yeah, something's going on with this. I bet he is an anti-Spotify.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you'll find an artist that doesn't have all their catalog on Spotify, and he doesn't have hardly any of his catalog on Spotify. So I don't that 942K is wrong.
Yeah.
Well, there are some others. For whatever it's worth, we now know it's Garth Brooks, but also from Oklahoma, Blake Shelton and Carrie Underwood.
Wow.
So a lot of firepower in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean Reber.
Reber.
Yeah,
Also
see,
the Flaming Lips and Hanson.
No, not a Flaming Lips fan.
Bop.
See, it says Garth. Yeah, he doesn't allow streaming service to have his music. Yeah, that's what you. Yeah, he's because he would be way bigger than that. But I'm kind of surprised. I'm not surprised that Garth won, but I'm surprised at how many heavy hitters are from Oklahoma. I mean,
Yeah, that's that's been the biggest, deepest bench I've seen so far.
by far, yes. I mean, it's like having Gus Beam and it's like having Gus Beam come off the bench as your small forward. Got the
That's a
Mouseman
deep cut.
Mouseman at center.
Yes.
Pete Fiskus at the point guard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
those were the days. Just no, I know nobody knows what we're talking about, but anyway. So yeah, just real quick, I'm sure the historian knows this. When I was in high school, a few of my buddies and we would do a all-star team list from like names of people we knew in like the small towns around like Sardinia and things like that. So we had a starting five and a bench of basketball. And I don't even know if all of them played basketball. We just picked people.
Yeah.
I have no idea if Gus Bean played basketball. I know Pete did. I know the Mouseman did.
Well, Gus may have been playing when they still had peach baskets if he did. So are we to Texas? Is that where we are now? I think Texas may rival Oklahoma, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It probably will. And Savannah, you're right. Mbop is a fantastic song.
Yes, it is. Guilty pleasure of mine.
Great song.
Yeah. I think we can all admit to that. It's a guilty pleasure of all of ours. Got to get some light now. It's gotten dark in here.
All right. Do you want to get the list here from Texas just to
Yeah.
call down the herd, so to speak?
Yeah.
Willie Nelson,
Oh, yeah.
ZZ Top, Waylon Jennings,
Ooh.
Roy Orbison,
Mm-hmm.
George Strait,
Ooh.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, Buddy Holly,
Wee you.
Don Henley, George Jones,
Gosh.
Chris Christopherson,
Man.
Did I send you guys that video a couple days ago? The Highwayman?
I love the Highwaymen. You got three of the Highwaymen right there from Texas.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers, if you want to get off the country kick, you got Meatloaf,
Wow.
Wow.
Meatloaf.
Pantera,
Yeah.
That's right. They're from Texas.
Beyonce,
Wow.
Wow. That's
What's everybody think? If we have people listening,
have I said it?
you have said it.
You know,
Hey, John, we're talking about. So we have a map here, and the map is of. Let me find the title.
the highest grossing.
Right, the highest grossing singer / musical artist / band from each U.S. state, and we're finishing up. We're doing half the country tonight, half the country next week, or some week, and we're ending on Texas. We started in the Northwest, and we end in Texas.
I mean, my gut says Beyonce.
Me too. And I don't like that. Nothing wrong with Beyonce. I mean, and she did cross over with that country album, but I'm going back and forth between Beyonce and William Nelson. But I'm going to lean. I mean, think about how huge Beyonce is, like in the modern streaming era. I think it's going to be her.
Yeah, I'll stick with Beyonce.
So far, we have a vote for Willie Nelson. Anyone else want to put in their vote?
From the audience, you mean?
Yeah.
So let me go down my list again if people didn't hear it. Willie Nelson, ZZ Top, Waylon Jennings, George Strait, Roy Orbison, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Buddy Holly, Don Henley. Don Henley. Chris Christopherson, Kenny Rogers.
And Beyonce.
Pantera, Meatloaf, Beyonce. Those are the ones I gave on my list. So one of those is correct.
I think Pantera will surprise us, but
Not enough to be
Beyonce. Yeah.
Let me give you a few hints. I'm not going to say whether you've said it or not.
Okay.
This particular person holds the record for the most #1 albums and singles, gold albums, platinum albums, and multi-platinum albums in the history of this particular genre. 11th in the most number one albums in all other genres. Third to only Elvis and the Beatles with most gold and platinum albums in the history of music.
Wow.
12th best-selling artist in American history with a career record sales of 70 million in the U.S.
Now I'm thinking Don Henley.
Yeah.
World record.
But how many albums did Don Henley have?
Held the
30.
record for most number one hit singles across all charts and genres with 60 number one hits since 2013, and is the only artist in the history of music of any kind to have a top 10 hit every year for 30 straight years.
It's got to be Willie Nelson.
Second all-time and top 10 hits in the history of music, currently 5 away from breaking the all-time record held by Eddie Arnold, who had 92 in his historic career.
So we're not talking like the main chart. We're
The main
talking
cherry
an off
system.
chart, Gundry chart. Seems the direction we're going here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for 30, it has to be Willie Nelson.
Kenny Rogers. I say Kenny Rogers.
I say Willie Nelson.
Anybody else want to vote out there listening? See, you keeping your vote? John, you keeping your vote? Becky? Savannah?
See, Willie Nelson. I mean, he had some big songs. I don't know how,
Huge.
like
songs.
album wise. Yeah, but
The girth of his work. I mean, like, because there was even.
so that's a strange use of
talking-
the word.
Are we talking about this? Are we talking about T.T.
Well-
Boy and Randy West?
Well, I'm just saying. Think about. Okay, here's what I mean. It's like a big sampling. Like he had like Always on My Mind, and he had, of course, On the Road Again. But he also did that Willie Nelson CD of reggae covers, like The Harder They Come, and some Bob Marley songs. So like there's a big, wide range. He branched out, but yeah.
But it seems like he branched out with other people.
That's true, but his name's still on it.
But would that count for his?
As long as it says William Nelson and not, the Highwayman.
It is none of the Highwaymen.
Oh.
There you go. Kenny Rogers.
It is not Kenny Rogers.
Oh, George Strait.
It is George Strait. And I'm not
Wow.
surprised. I knew how many hits he had. He's a monster.
I can't tell you one George Strait song.
Well,
See,
Taylor
that's-
Swift knew it.
And he's back when I still liked country.
Sorry about the podcast a couple weeks ago, Taylor.
He had, here's his Amarillo by Morning. Write this down. Check yes or no. Carrying Your Love with Me. Here for a Good Time. All My Exes Live in Texas. Friday Night Fever. Give It Away. Oceanfront Property. You've heard that song. Troubadour. Yeah. I almost would bet if I played all of those, you've heard them. It's just you don't know the
Maybe.
names of them. But yeah, I wasn't surprised, to be honest with you, on that one. I'm not just saying that. I knew how big he was. Third, behind only Elvis and the Beatles. That is impressive.
That's
very impressive.
unreal to me.
Yeah. Anywho, that finishes up half of the western side of the country.
Jorge Strait, who would have known?
So they call him in Tejas. All right. Good topic. I enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
It's
All right, once
depthy.
again, look at our platforms above our head. Follow us, listen and watch us. Facebook, X, and Instagrams. Follow us there. Share our pages out, especially the Instagram one. Listen and watch on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Twitch,
Twitch.
Rumble, iHeartRadio, and the iHeartRadio app. All those platforms, along with Kick and Trovo, and I know we got some of these other
Rumble,
things out there. Rumble,
Kick, Gouge,
poke.
All the-
One real quick, one more thing I just noticed I forgot to say because I couldn't give too much away. But in June of 2010, Strait was named the top country music artist of the past 25 years. So think about what that goes back to, country's heyday, in my opinion, by Billboard. So
Wow.
Back before it was bro country.
Right.
All right. Like I said, great topic. Love it. Brady, you have the floor, sir.
Have the floor. We all know that we like to mess around with language on this show. And so I came across a little something that caught my attention. And this is the new words added to the Oxford Dictionary in 2026. So they're official now. How many of these have you using? How many of these do you know?
Okay. I have a question before you start.
Sure.
Are words taken out of the dictionary?
No, I think they're like tattoos. Once they go out there, they're there forever. I think they can only be created, not destroyed. That's
Like
just my guess.
matter. Like matter.
Well, matter can't be created nor destroyed.
Well, okay, science teacher.
Yeah. So anyway, don't you cross me on Newton's laws. Anyway, so I'll start us out with a nice example that we use, and you just might not have known that it's not official, but now it is. Doom scrolling. Doom scrolling. The compulsive reading of upsetting news, going down the rabbit hole of just bad scrolling, typically at night when you're trying to go to bed. So,
Yeah. What are you guys? What's your biggest weakness when it comes to the doom scroll when you need to be going to sleep? What is the app or the
Twitter.
site or the?
X.
I'm the same way.
I vary back and forth between the Twitters and the Grams. It goes back and forth depending. If I'm feeling whimsical, it's usually Instagrams, but I find that Twitter gets me in the doom scrolling more often.
I don't do the grams other than the whatever goes on the podcast page, but definitely X.
I go for different reasons. I go to X to get my news.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Grams to get my comedy.
Yep.
There you go. If I go to breaking sports news,
I go to Facebook to get my local.
Yes.
And my friend, like the people, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I used to get local. Now all I get is ads. Some of them are just insane.
And I'll back up on that. I only do Instagrams on links that you all send me. I don't go seeking it out. But I think I see a lot of the same things on Facebook Reels. So
yeah. All right. So doom scrolling. I've actually used the word doom scrolling recently. So it's a word, but now it's official.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. Side quest. Side quest is now official. Side quest is defined. It's gaming an origin term for a minor distraction. So this comes from the gaming universe. So when you're doing one of those adventure games and there's a goal, but you do a side quest. Side quest means a minor distraction. So like I was going to go to the grocery store, but I had to take a side quest to Sweet Frog.
Like a rabbit hole.
Oh man, yes. Sweet Frog sounds good right now. Let's meet up and go to Sweet Frog after we're done with this podcast.
Some Dole Pineapple Whip.
Oh gosh. Brady and his ice cream orders.
Okay.
Who can look at a whole trough of different flavored ice creams and go pineapple?
No, not pineapple ice cream. Pineapple Whip. Dole Pineapple Whip.
So, do you think that comes from a place of we all have to have some self-importance? Like when we were younger, we were just wandering aimlessly. We're headed to the store and we decide to go look at a car lot, even though we're not shopping for car, things like that. We
Yeah.
never call them side quests. We got lost, or we got sidetracked, or we got
Right.
putting the quest makes it sound more important. Like you feel less crappy about being distracted and not getting your crap done.
I kind of, my guess is, okay, gaming origin for a minor distraction. I think it's probably used more whimsically. Like, I'm going to go, oh, shoot. I am going to go do the laundry, but I'm going to make a side quest to go make some fries. You know?
Well, but it's either way you look at it, it's
grandiose.
it's embellishment.
Well-
It's not a quest.
I've never heard that word used
Ah,
in any context.
I bet you've heard of the next one. Life hack.
Yeah.
Life hack is officially in the dictionary a clever tip to make life easier. Although I will gripe about a lot of life hacks because they, I don't have the TikToks, but people that have these clever life hacks, I find that there's probably a lot of heavy editing. Anything that I've seen as a life hack is usually, beyond my skill level. I've seen some.
So,
Yeah.
but why do they call them hacks? Let's think about what we
You're
used to use.
cracking the code to make it easy. The difficulties of life, the programming of life, you've hacked it and made it easier.
Have you, or have you just?
Well, I mean, the light, like if you put a dill pickle over your left shoulder at sunset, it keeps the mosquitoes away in Nebraska. That's how usually these life hacks get complicated. Or if you take vinegar and basically do anything with it, it's a life hack. Drink apple cider vinegar to lose weight. Start your car battery. Clean out your exhaust. Those kind of things.
It's also interesting to me that we've taken a word that was typically symbolic of something negative and made it positive.
Yeah.
True.
True. All right. Here's a good one. I've not heard this one, but this is nice. Floordrobe. Your floordrobe. It is an untidy heap of discarded clothing left on the floor. So if your wardrobe is just like you're being messy, it's your floordrobe. That's kind of funny.
I like that word.
I do too.
I think I'll adopt that word. So does it count if the clothes are in a basket on the floor? Would that be a floor
I
robe?
think its unkemptness is basically it's in my floordrobe.
Never heard of that.
I like
Floor
it.
what? Floor what?
Floordrobe. Instead of your
Drobe.
wardrobe, your floordrobe.
I gotcha. But again, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate with the list. We're taking things that typically were so basically, I'm lazy. I don't put my clothes away, so I'm going to create a cutesy name for it and call it a floordrobe. It seems like a lot of these are things we've taken, and I have no problem with that. But I'm just saying,
They're
that's
euphemisms.
right? They are, but they're
putting
also
lipstick on swine.
That's exactly right. They're ways for maybe we should commend them. This generation of youngsters who are coming up with a way to turn it around on us. Complaining about you're lazy. No, I have a floordrobe. I don't want a wardrobe. I have a floordrobe.
Sometimes my floordrobe, as a teacher, I have my school clothes and my loungy clothes, and sometimes those intersect, especially on laundry day. So sometimes my floordrobe happens because I know I'm going to take this to the laundry when I get back. I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? So floordrobe is more of a busy thing.
Yeah.
It's stacked there, but anyway. Okay, I have heard this one, but I haven't used it. Yeah, NAH. Yeah, nah. It's New Australia, New Zealand phrase for a hesitant yes or dissent. Like, hey, do you want to put apple cider vinegar on your pizza rolls? Yeah, nah.
I thought you were going to say something else there. Well, apple cider vinegar in general has gotten. It's like that. We never talked about that when we were younger. Like,
No.
never heard of the stuff.
No.
But I know. Eric and I commented the other day, like, there's a lot of good comedy stuff coming out of Australia and New Zealand. These podcasts, everything is really funny. But I think that's where I've heard that before. Like, yeah, nah. But anyway, okay. This one, I'm surprised it's not been on the list earlier. Blingy, flashy or ostentatious jewelry and clothing.
Just the root word bling. I mean, so
Yeah.
we went from we took the noun and made it an adjective.
Yeah. And I'm not casting a pox on anybody, but like,
So
when I think of blingy, I think of Gucci, because I think a lot of Gucci clothing that I've seen is not super attractive, but it's shiny. It's blingy.
Yeah.
But anyway, just throwing that out there. Yeah.
do you ever
Google-
use that word? I don't think I've ever used that word.
I don't think I've used bling jokingly. Like my daughter's softball tournament, they were runners up, and they got a runner up tournament like ring, and it's very blingy.
Yeah, that's the new thing now. Those rings.
Yeah,
They went from
takes up
cheap.
less space to the trophy.
They went from cheap trophies to cheap rings.
Yeah,
Turn your finger green if you wear it too long.
yeah.
Well, they're always just bulbous, like it's just incredibly big. You know,
That's a good way to put it.
I have a ring somewhere around this house. Summer team I coached back in the day won the 13U state championship. Got a ring.
Looks
even
like it
fit
could
on-
be a-
Didn't even fit on any of my fingers.
right? Oh, you
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, they were always look like something. I don't know. Like it's almost like a half a set of brass knuckles.
Yeah, yeah. I saw one of my friends' kids, like they did a bunch of tournaments, but anyway, they got one for each hand, or one for each finger on their hand. You know, like they're going Tom Brady. All
You
right,
put them on, and you can't get your fingers any closer than that together.
no, it looks like Freddy Krueger's been bedazzled and made safe.
Blinged. He's been blinged. There's the verb.
Yes, this one's kind of funny. Copium. Copium. Now that sounds like it'd be on the periodic table, but it is slang for engaging in self-delusion to deal with loss or difficult realization. So she left me. I'm going to have a nice heaping helping of copium.
Heard that
So
one.
think of opium, but
You've heard that?
copium.
I get it. So they're just taking they're taking the root word and just so you could say like, hey, you'll need to be Brady. I got some bad news to tell you, and you're going to need to be very copomatic
Yeah,
tell you this.
Copacetic.
or copacetic.
yeah.
So they're just taking the root word and yeah.
Becky, that
Huh.
is untrue. I did not wear that ring on a necklace. I do not even know where it is.
It doubles as a septum ring when he's around the house by himself. All right.
I don't think it would fit in my nostrils to be a septum ring. And by the way, John, I appreciate your going to me for the meaning of life. I can
Just
give you a
sent you a
story
text.
anyway.
He is our guru.
Sent you guys a text, by the way.
Wouldn't fit there either.
anyway.
Man, I don't want to see your pinky toe, then, Eric.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised this one's not been in there, but it's something I love. Smash burger. Smash burger is defined as a hamburger cooked by pressing the patty thin onto a hot griddle. Sonic has a smash burger, and I don't usually get my food at Sonic, but I was really hungry that particular day, and I got one, and it was phenomenal. It was very good.
So here's my problem with smash burgers. Growing up, the Griffins, our burgers were always thin. I
Okay.
always hated it when I went to a friend's house and they would make burgers and it would be a puck.
Oh
a
yeah,
little puck of burger that you had 3.5 inches of bread all the way around the puck of burger. Our burgers were always flat. A burger is supposed to be mashed down flat, and all of a sudden they start making them normal and calling them smash burgers.
Well, and then if you don't have buns and you're putting on bread, I mean, just don't even start with
Oh my
that.
gosh,
no,
yeah.
no.
But now some people some places take the smash burger and they take it too far. They make it so thin it almost becomes a crispy
Oh, that's what I was going to
burger
say.
chip. And
Well, it's like a
crunchy.
burger wafer, a meat wafer. You know,
Right. Now, that's a good point. A Rod burger. Becky loves a good smash burger. I like them, but to me, it's just a burger patty should be flattened about as thin as it can possibly get
No.
without being able
Hard
to
Rock
see through it.
Cafe. Hard Rock Cafe has a good puck burger, but I do like a smash burger.
Those Rod burgers are huge, though.
Right, but they're very good though.
Oh yeah,
Where does one get a Rod burger? I know we
Rods.
talked about this, but I forget. Oh, okay.
Rod's,
Come on, Brady.
Rod's Capricorn Inn
Okay. Where's that at?
by Lake Cowan.
Yeah, very
Okay.
good. I will tell you this: don't try to go there on like a Friday evening or something. They're
Yeah.
packed, but
Not
they
a big
also
place.
Get their cheese curds,
Ooh.
and Brady, you're going to turn your nose. Have we talked about this? What would you normally dip your cheese curds in, Brady?
Marinara.
Marinara, right? They dip them in caramel there, and it is fan flipping tastic. Brady,
Oh, no.
you know the way I am with sweets and non-sweets.
I was just
mixing and
say
stuff.
that surprises.
But Brady, I tried it, and it is excellent. Now, I will tell you this. I could only do a few, and then I had to go to something else. But it is very good. It's just very rich, very filling.
How thick is the caramel?
I mean, thick enough. I mean, dipping thickness. You know what I mean? Like you don't want it so thick that you gotta like. That's a good side topic. How thick do you like your caramel?
I like it pretty spackly.
I mean, I like it to where you can move it around with whatever you're dipping into it. I don't want to have to like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to go down and up and scoop out a chunk of it. I like
Yeah,
it to be.
Yeah, is it like your curd got stuck in the mud if you dip it in that caramel?
No,
or
it's not that thick.
Is it free flowing?
It's free flowing. Becky says it
When
sounds
you
good.
dip it in, like an ore in the sea, does it
It's
go?
not that runny. I
cleanly
mean, it's not like
through, or is it
syrup.
like,
I mean, again, it's not like pancake syrup. I mean,
okay.
it's thick. It's thick enough. But bottom line, no matter how thick it is. So where this came from is I had thought somebody was looking at me through my window there. They're not. I had a student teacher this past year, and one of the things that we got along great, and she did a fantastic job, but one of the things we made fun of each other quite a bit about was food. I mean, imagine I'm 49, and she was actually very young. Like, she got her associates while still in high school. Bottom line, she was like 19, I think, and the difference in food taste from a 19, 20-year-old for a 49 is, and she suggested that I try the caramel with the cheese curds at Rod's, and see, and I went one night and we took her up on that offer, and she was right. They're fantastic. Excellent.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be good. It's not computing in my hard drive here.
Brady, I'm telling you, it didn't me either. It didn't until I put it. It didn't until it was in my mouth. Even while dipping, I was hesitant, a little shaky. Even I'm like, this is.
So it was your student teacher from up around Wilmington? Does she frequent Rod's Capricorn Inn?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll have to go up there and get a burger one day. Now that I've been
Excellent. All their food's good. Yeah.
Road trip.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing tomorrow?
Here we go. Humble brag.
I'm surprised that one didn't make it in before.
I
now.
know. I heard the best definition of a humble brag on another comedy podcast. He's basically a humble brag is okay. It's like you sound like you're put out by, but it's like, oh, just anytime I go out, I just like people come up to me and tell me how good looking I am and how excellent my hair is, and oh, it's just exhausting. Boom.
Is that a humble brag?
Yes.
Or is that just a brag?
Yeah, it's like, you know, it was, just the success after winning 3 World Series in a row. Yeah, it's just a lot to bear.
Yeah. Right.
So the humble brag is pretty obnoxious, but it can be funny if done in humor.
Yeah.
Here's one that's really shocking that I can't believe it's not. Four-legged friend, as in your pets.
Hmm.
Fur babies, those exist, but four-legged friend, I mean,
So did fur baby make it into the dictionary before four-legged friend?
I'm sure. I would have to research that, but
What if your pet of choice doesn't have fur?
what?
What if you're
It
a
only
bird
has
person?
2
Would it be a
legs.
feather baby?
Well, if you like monitor lizards or something.
Right. Would it be a skin
Yeah.
baby?
Scale baby.
Scale baby? Yeah. A feather baby if you're a bird person.
All right.
What if you like Mexican hairless dogs
Or hairless cats.
or hairless cats? Yeah. Would it be a hairless baby? A
ugh,
furless baby?
Skin
furless
baby.
Skin baby.
Okay.
Gosh, those hairless
Um,
cats. Phew. Man, those hairless cats are. I'm sorry if you own hairless cats. It just
Kind of
there's
creepy
something about them.
looking.
They are. Yeah, it's like sitting in a sauna with a bunch of naked old men.
that is
see it. It's exactly what it's like. You see,
uh,
you see a lot of folds that you don't really necessarily want to see.
sorry, my
Thank you for that image, Savannah. Wow.
Oh.
See, Savannah, just like sitting in a sauna with a bunch of naked old men.
Hopefully they're at least sitting on towels.
Yes.
So
Muddle indeed.
sticks to everything. So I just picture like a Sphinx cat like sitting down like on a pillow and it gets up and the pillow's like stuck to its hindquarters.
See,
An
I
entire litter
imagine
box.
like it gets jump scared and it goes into the wall and it goes down the wall like a wacky wall walker. Okay, here comes one. Even though this has been in the dictionary, obviously it's a new definition. Slop. Merriam-Webster's word of the year defined as low-quality digital content produced in mass quantities by artificial intelligence, like bizarre AI videos. Like, remember when the gorillas, the foul-mouthed gorillas, pooping everywhere last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So they've hijacked that word then.
Yeah,
of
very much.
slop.
It's been commandeered.
Slop.
Broligarchy. Instead of oligarchy, broligarchy. It is a small, ultra wealthy group of men heavily involved in the tech industry who wield significant political and cultural influence.
See,
The broligarchy.
but that sounds to me like it's used in a derogatory way.
That one does.
That
one
sounds
does.
like it's the same people that use the word mansplaining use
Yeah.
oligarchy.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a matter of fact, is mansplaining on this list
I'm sure it's been around for a couple years.
It's probably already in there.
one of
Yeah.
the most annoying things. So by definition, anytime I explain anything, it's mansplaining. No,
Now,
it's just called explaining, and I'm a man.
If you go back to like maybe some 1950s sitcoms, there are probably some pretty egregious mansplaining things, and I like obnoxiously so. But just saying, if somebody says, "Hey, what's the quickest way to get to Kings Island?" and I say 32 to 275 to 71, is that mansplaining?
It depends on who you're saying it to
Right.
Yeah.
and whether they like you or not.
Right.
Is man spreading on there? Because that's another hated term.
Yeah. Well, that's what. Yeah, because like that has been around for a couple years, because like you know, on a Toit flight, a Toit flight, um, I have long legs, and I saw some video about some fight broke out about man spreading, and I was really conscious of it because I saw that video right before, like a week before I flew.
What bothers me about man spreading is it's like we're going to forget all about anatomy.
Yep.
And we're just going to be repulsive and aggravating as all get out because.
Well, the people who get upset about that don't have said anatomy.
Right. That was, but my point is like, I don't know. I try to spend as much time as I can every day, both man spreading and mansplaining. Usually at the same time. I
have this image in my mind. It's kind of like an Al Bundy sort of.
That's exactly what I was thinking, dude. I was thinking Al Bundy.
Well, here's the deal. First off, I'm going to be honest with you. I have came across out in public. So it has nothing to do with man or woman. It has to do with if there's room for you to scooch over and make some room for somebody to sit down, you do it. But I've probably had as many women unwilling to make room for me to sit down there as I have men. So that's what bothers me about it. Bottom line, it's just common courtesy. We've talked about this, opening doors for people, things like that. Like you don't have to put a sexist twist to just the fact that just don't be an ass and make room if there's room. And most people will.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, but also don't expect me if there's 3.5 inches of room beside me to twist myself in a pretzel and try to become as narrow as possible just so you can squeeze in there. Right. Use some common sense. I mean, but yeah.
Well, someone may have hip dysplasia.
Right.
Needing to.
Someone might be particularly bulbous in that area. I mean, like, somebody might have elephantitis. You don't know what people are dealing with.
And it could be a simple placement issue.
I'm going to be honest with you. Back in my high school basketball days, I had a teammate one time that had a certain
injury.
situation. It wasn't an injury. Had a certain situation, and if you would have seen the size of that thing, you would understand why they maybe took up 2 spots on the bench.
ESS for the Johnny Dangerously fans out there.
Yeah. Last thing they needed was somebody telling them stop manspreading.
I can.
Thanks for that report, Todd.
Yeah. All right. Here's one that's
so
new.
So that wasn't you, was it? You're not humble bragging.
No, it wasn't me, no. But I'm going to be honest with you. I mean,
I have to get a wheelbarrow. All right.
Looking at a pineapple in the locker room there. I mean, gosh.
These visuals are not good. Okay, here's a new one. Formerly recognized as an idiom meaning to step away from screens and devices to participate in normal real-world activities, touch grass. You need to go touch grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until you step barefoot in some dog crap and get worms into the heels of your feet.
You get the pinworms.
The pinworms, yeah.
And I'm honestly that term touch grass gets on my nerves.
Does me too. Because it's always said with attitude. Nobody ever says, hey, you want to come touch grass with me? And we'll go get a big Buford at rallies. No,
well, and to be more specific, people who use that term are of a certain demographic. That I'll just leave it there. You can determine what I mean by that.
If I touch grass, I'm going to be manspreading on that grass. So be ready.
And maybe mansplaining why I'm on that grass.
But no, I mean,
I'm going to tell you the species of grass I'm spreading on.
I actually think it's dangerous. I mean, it's not that I don't think there's a lot of things medically that we don't. There's a lot of things out there that are natural and that are healing and that are things that we as a society have probably need to educate ourselves on. But I'm sorry, if the key to living to be 100 years old is just to go out barefoot in the grass, I don't buy it.
Gwyneth Paltrow swears by it.
Dude, she's one of the
Well,
oddest people on the
I know,
planet.
She swears by a lot of things.
And again, I'm not saying it's not good for you, but here's the deal. I don't believe that I get any more benefit if I go out and walk through the grass and I'm in my gym shoes as I do walking barefoot. I just don't believe I get any more benefit from it.
I don't think they literally mean barefooted. It
I
just
think they
means
do.
Get off your device and go outside. Like your
Oh,
feet need to touch
I-
grass.
I beg to differ. I think they mean barefoot. I think they mean make one with the earth, like your naked foot.
Well, Merriam-Webster says, formally recognized as an idiom meaning to step away from screens and devices to participate
Formally.
in normal real-world activities. So,
Oh, so this is a Merriam-Webster list,
Right.
not a Funkin' Wagnalls list.
there's some Oxford
You
too.
funkin' wagnol.
Get the fucking Wagnall out.
No, I
it up.
agree, but I think it's been I think now a lot of these people pushing it really mean put your bare feet in the grass.
See, and the only reason this registers in my head because I thought it was real poncery when I read it. Gwyneth Paltrow says walking barefoot. She calls it earthing.
Well, people who do use that term probably do mean barefoot because they would.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I have very sensitive foot bottoms. I don't like grass touching my bare feet.
I don't like my bare feet anywhere.
No.
I'm tender. If I were a Native
Your
American,
foot.
my name would be Tenderfoot.
Tenderfoot.
Yes. No, I don't want to walk
Soft-soul.
barefoot. Yeah, it's no.
The tenderfoot of the soft soul tribes. Eric Fiskus here.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I don't love it. I wish I could be one of those people that can just run across broken glass barefoot, but I can't. Right now I'm barefooted, and I feel weird just sitting here with my feet touching the hardwood floors.
I wear socks to bed.
I
No, I
can't
don't
do
like-
that in the summer.
Only when I'm really cold. I got all that metal in my foot. If my foot gets cold, it gets achy. So one
Right.
of those cold days, I gotta suit up.
But we also talked, Eric, how bad it is when you step in water with your socks on.
Oh,
Ugh.
or other liquids. If you have
Yeah.
pets around.
Vomit, feces. Like I said,
Urine.
the worst ever
Step on urine.
is as a youth going to Kings Island, getting on Whitewater Canyon, and having soaked, sloppy shoes.
Don't get me started. Those are the dumbest things in the history of amusement parks.
Well, they're pretty.
I'm going to
fun,
go out
but-
there in my jorts and my shirt and go Whitewater Canyon. And for about 3 seconds of adventure, I'm going to be miserable for the next 2.5 hours and get chafed. Nah,
Well, yeah,
not going to happen.
It's true.
just true. All right.
I think that's why they put a water park in there because, I mean, at least people could be in their bathing suits and stuff. But I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing fun about being in your. And again, when I was in high school, your shorts were always jean shorts.
Yeah.
Jorts.
They weren't exactly short, so you had on, and the jean shorts instantly went from weighing a pound to weighing 5.5 pounds when you went down
Oh,
the
yeah.
Whitewater Canyon.
Dragging down your hips and
Or wood floon.
So could you go ride a roller coaster and help yourself dry off?
Well, if you could get right on it, but typically it was standing in line for an hour and a half, just as moist
where
as
your
a,
top dries, but your
Right.
feet stay wet.
moister than an oyster there in your jean shorts while you're in line for the vortex.
Moisture than oyster.
Um, here's one I've not heard yet. Burnt toast theory. Burnt toast theory is a lifestyle concept adding to dictionaries describing the idea that a minor morning inconvenience like burning your toast might actually be redirecting your path and preventing a much worse event later on. So, like when you got stuck behind the school bus, that kept you from getting hit by a train, that kind of deal.
I love
So
those
the-
kind of theories.
Yeah.
I see it. I get it.
The space-time continuum, as we were talking the other
Yes.
day, may be
Yes.
shifted due to
It might
burnt
have.
toast
We wouldn't have
or
went
getting
back to
caught
the
in a car
puddings.
maze of doom.
There you go.
Yes. if we wouldn't have been sitting there critiquing that guy eating his salad outside.
Or the real cause of it, dropping your banana puddings and having the whipped cream slosh along the lid.
Yes.
How was your
That's,
pudding the other day, Eric?
It was good. Good whipped cream ratio.
I was impressed with the crust in there. It's more than just
Mhm.
wafer. There's like an actual pie crust in there or something.
some
Yeah.
graham. Okay, this might be the last one of the night, and then we could go on to the game. This one I have heard. I think there's going to be some pushback to this one big time. Formally defined by lexicographers as a married woman who adopts and advocates a nostalgic, traditional, conservative approach to domestic life and marriage, a trad wife. Like traditional wife, a trad wife.
Again, that is usually used in a negative connotation
A slur.
by a certain demographic.
Yes.
It's annoying.
Who's it insulting?
It's insulting people who choose to be married and have a family with several kids. And
Oh yeah, of course. The dismantling of the American family.
yeah,
Yep.
Don't get us
So,
started.
Don't get
Brady.
us.
yeah. Don't get
That's
us
why I said
on
this one's gonna
politics. It's not what this show's for.
Right.
But trad wife it kind of sounds like it's. I mean, so it comes across harsh.
It's a slur. It's a slur.
I believe there was a certain kicker in the NFL that caught some crap for
Fairbairn?
no
Yeah.
Fairbairn catch some crayer?
from the people that would use
Harrison Buttle.
that Harrison Buttle from the people that would use that term. I believe he caught some crap.
True.
Yeah. And like I said that was my last one, but something like brain rot. You know, half the
Yeah.
stuff I send you guys is brain rot. Or
But putting rot to a certain part of your body that's been around for a long time.
yeah, rot gut, drinking that rot gut. Let's see. Oh, vibe coding. It was crowned Collins Dictionary's Word of the Year, describing the practice of using natural language prompts to let artificial intelligence handle the heavy lifting. Let me say that again.
And what was that again?
Okay. It describes the practice of using natural language prompts to let artificial intelligence handle the heavy lifting of writing computer code. So you're using
what
AI
what
to
is
write
the word?
vibe coding.
That doesn't seem like a word that is used enough in lexicon that should be included in a dictionary.
It's an industry term.
Yeah.
Like RIMPs.
Right.
So, and then last one for real this time, rage bait.
Yeah.
Rage bait is defined. It was the Oxford Word of the Year. It's online content deliberately engineered to provoke anger, frustration, or outrage purely to drive web traffic and engagement. Maybe like caution kitty cable. Something like that.
Yeah.
So there we go.
All right, good list, good discussion.
It's fun.
Before we move forward, Savannah gives an update on her mother. Out of ICU, busted ribs, sternum is at least bruised from compressions.
Yikes.
Slowly getting better. So, glad to hear that.
Recoveries to your mom, Savannah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Tell her we said hello.
All right, so we are now to the game.
My sucker.
The game.
Get your accessories ready, gentlemen.
You need pen, pencil, and paper?
No, I think this is just verbal discussion. I guess if you want to make some notes, but I don't think it'd be anything you're showing.
Gotcha.
My cherry Kool-Aid Yammer. They were out of high C boxes. So
Really?
All right.
Willow root, willow root, willow right.
Slip me some skin, Jackson.
I don't know what flavor this is. Pink.
All right, we will play to 5. Kyle King rule in effect as always.
Nice.
As always.
So again, the game is called Hot Takes. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to draw a card and read it out loud for all to hear. Each round consists of opinions, debating, and judging. So once the card is drawn, all players will decide your stance.
Mine's the buffalo stance.
I give you love, baby, not romance. Don't get fresh with me.
All right, so the opinion would be agree or disagree. So once you've done that, we will debate. And each of you will get a minute or however long in that minute that you'd like
To filibuster and soapbox.
to filibuster and soapbox and whatnot. And once that time is over with, the judge decides which is the best argument.
They don't call me Filibuster Brown for nothing.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see how our audience participates here. If they're not participating, I guess I will be the judge.
Weren't Buster Brown's pants? Have we talked about that
No,
before?
shoes.
Shoes. Okay.
Yeah.
The logo was a boy and his dag.
Yes. And didn't he wear like a hat and a
He looked Dutch.
Dutch? Yes. Yes. Very good. All right. First hot take. Okay, you can give your agree or disagree. Keep it to yourself. We drew lots backstage. Brady will be the first to argue his point on this particular hot take. Ooh. All right. Extroverts get further in life. Extroverts get further in life.
While a case could be made for balance, I think that probably extroverts will at least give the appearance of getting further because their networking and their ability to have friends and acquaintances in different areas because of their social, a little bit of schmoozing, a little bit of grease in the wheel there. But I know that a lot of introverts go far because they are the little engine that could and they stay focused. But extroverts probably do, just simply based on the fact that they network more and get more exposure to those opportunities.
Okay. Is that the end of your filibuster?
So it is.
Okay. Todd?
I'll say this. I guess it depends on how you measure success.
True.
Are we talking salary, status? As far as are we talking, are we talking something superficial, house size, car, like that kind of thing? So if we're talking that, which I think that's what we have to be talking about for this particular question. Some of the most successful people I know are some of the biggest bullshitters I know as well. So with that being said, I think there's definitely something, you can't be a bullshitter without being an extrovert. And I don't knock them for that because it gets them far. But then I think something changed when with the internet, with computer networking, with IT net and those types of work, when I think it's pretty well known that that is kind of a field where introverts kind of found their home. Computer programming, things like that. And that if you're a pro, I'm not saying that everybody that's a programmer is an introvert, but I'm saying that they found their place where they could like be satisfied with their work, get their work done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think the tide's turned a little bit there. And then you throw someone like Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk is a classic introvert. Doesn't get much more successful than him. However, that is one cranny, one nook of society. And also those same jobs, those IT jobs, you know, talking to a guy who's a programmer, a buddy of mine who's a programmer, a buddy of ours who's a programmer not too long ago. And they said that definitely their job won't be around. They feel that they'll be able to get through it and retire before it happens, but AI is coming for that. So it's going to go back the other way. But then again, the people that are working with AI, are they, you know what I'm saying? Like the people advancing that technology, are they more commonly introvert or extrovert? So it's a tough one. I have to agree with Brady. I went a long way to say that, but I don't think it's black and white, but I think that just in general, people think of extroverts as having more potential pathways for success than introverts.
Yeah.
Okay. Audience members, you may vote on which person you feel gave the better argument.
I'm not griping, but I cut mine off because I thought we only had 60 seconds.
Yeah, I was
I'm
thinking
sorry.
that as Todd was talking. I now have put up a
How long?
timer.
I mean, okay. Yeah, I apologize. I didn't hear that.
Oh, it's
how
okay.
How long would I talk? 2 minutes?
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't counting. I should have been counting, but I wasn't. Brady, is there anything you'd like to add?
Nah, it's all good.
It's like a debate. He goes, I go, and then he goes. And then I go, and then he goes.
Point, counterpoint, rebuttal. Rebuttal.
Rebuttal the cat.
All right. So we'll give a few more seconds if any audience members would like to chime in on who they felt gave the better argument. And if not, I will just go ahead and give you my take on this particular topic and the arguments presented. So I will go ahead and do that. Oh, Savannah says Brady. There's one vote. So I'm going to go ahead and say what I'm going to say, and we'll see what other votes come in. But so mainly, I mean, both said the same thing, pretty much. However, Todd used the word that I always use when we talk about extroverts, and that is bullshitters. As a matter of fact, one of the common things I say, bullshitters run the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the mere fact of how things are set up. In order to get a job, you have to do an interview, which gives someone the opportunity to bullshit. I mean, I don't know if you all have been in the business of hiring people. I mean, I know I have. My bullshit detector is always up to see if someone's giving me the business in their interview.
I've hired
Flim
one person in
flam.
my life when I had my business. It was my dad. I knew he was full of shit. He barely got hired.
You knew that going in.
You could call his bull home game.
So again, just merely due to the fact that Todd used that word, I would go with his argument. Savannah voted Brady, so it's kind of a tie. I guess maybe I break the tie. I don't know. So we'll give it to Todd on that one, and I will do a better job of actually keeping track of
Policing.
Yes, policing. My policing was poor.
Right. Although I don't think I talked much more than a minute.
No,
I think Brady
probably
cut
not.
it off about 30 seconds in.
Yeah, he was short and to the point.
Short and stilt.
Astute. All right. 1-0 Todd. All right, next hot take. Yes, it's this old ditty, which seems to be a common refrain among people who do it. I don't subscribe to it myself, I guess. I probably shouldn't say that if I'm going to judge. But maybe you can argue and make me think differently. So the hot take is, and Todd will be the first to argue, it's best to work out in the morning. Best to work out in the morning.
All right. Am I on the timer?
Hold on. I will turn the timer on, and you will be on the timer.
Well,
go ahead.
There are some who argue that it is best to work out in the morning. And I think some of it's completely psychological. Like you get the hardest part of the day done first. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll have more energy throughout the day, all of that thing. And I get that. But it's also like the argument to all the different fad diets and the micros and macros and all this and that stuff. Bottom line, and I say this as someone who needs to do so myself, the only way to lose weight is to be in a calorie deficit. And much like that, the best time to work out is when you're going to do it. So you can throw all the different plans out there. There's a rebuttal to every one of them, but I disagree that the best time to work out is in the morning before you do anything else. I think the best time is the time that you will do it. If it's at night, do it. If it's in the morning, do it whenever.
All right. With 8 seconds to spare. Brady?
Ready?
Yes.
All right. The best time to do it is to do it, and that comes from a lifelong morning person. I find when I work out in the morning, that is when I am the most motivated, the most energetic, and I run out of gas typically in the evening, and I find that for me personally, that works very well for me. However, I know it's not the same for everybody, but I will say that if people go in the morning, they have it down and less of life's distractions. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm just saying it's usually a slam dunk. More apt to happen.
Okay. Audience, you've heard both arguments. Give you a second to chime in. So again, the hot take, it's best to work out in the morning. And I guess I kind of gave away my particular thought about that, which I guess both of the co-hosts agreed with that it's not necessarily what you feel or what should be correct. It's whenever you do it, you do it. Like not doing it is better than not doing it. Now, some medical people will come back and say if you work out too late in the evening before you go to bed, then you could keep yourself awake.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I found that to be the case sometimes where it wires me.
Yeah. But to make a blanket statement, it's always best to work out in the morning. I think that's nonsense.
And I'll throw just in there, if Brady got a rebuttal, I got a quick rebuttal here too.
Go ahead.
The problem with that is it sets people up for failure if they somehow don't feel like it, oversleep or something like that. They don't work out, and then their day's shit because they're beating themselves up because they didn't work out, and then they end up not working out that night because it doesn't matter. I was supposed to work out in the morning. That was the best time to do it, so there's no benefit now. It's reverse psychological there.
Yeah.
Agreed. Well, says Savannah said Todd. John said Brady.
Ooh.
Boo, John.
So again, I guess it's down to me to break the tie. I will say, again, both co-hosts said roughly the same thing.
Yeah.
I did like the fact that Todd went into the fad portion of that.
Yeah.
So by that argument, it kind of set him apart a little bit with that. So once again, I will go with Todd.
Haven't seen a debate that lopsided since Trump Biden 2024.
Now let's not get
I'm
too.
kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't say which one I was.
All right. This is a good one.
Okay.
Considering that each of you are on different sides of this take. And just because I'm on one side of the take doesn't mean anything as far as how I'm going to judge your argument. I'll just put that out there as well.
Are we on 3 different sides of the take?
No, there are only 2 sides to the take. There are only 2 sides to all these takes.
Right.
But essentially, 2 of us are on one side, 1 of us is on the other. So, but the fact that the judge is on one side doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to go that way.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, I think we're both or all as comfortable in ourselves that we can make a coherent argument about this. So I'll just put that out there as well. The hot take is beards make men more attractive.
I'm going to be honest. With your intro to that, I thought it was going to be something way more serious.
I was expecting something very existential, very
I was thinking something
metaphysical.
religion-based or political-based or something.
None of these are serious, really.
You could have said, "I like pie." That's about it. That's
This is the old ZZ Top argument again, isn't it?
Yeah, the guy named Beard doesn't have a beard. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, go ahead, Brady.
I will begin by saying that some people do look more attractive with beards. There's some people that, just don't look right. I do not look right with a beard. It comes in too many colors. And I'm not talking about gray. I'm talking my whole life. It looks like a calico cat sat on my, it's like
easy.
stop. Anyway.
Next incoming.
But anyway,
there's a cut.
But anyway, I do not wish to go around looking like Benjamin Harrison or ZZ Top. It's just not good for me. It's not a good look for me. It makes me feel a little gross. Sometimes I'll get my stubble going, but it's itchy. I don't like it personally, but the question is not what I like. Does it make men more attractive? I think it's the eye beholder.
Brady, I cut you off a little bit, so you can have a few more seconds if you need them.
You guys need that to read my text, don't you?
I did. All right, Todd. What is your take on beards make men more attractive?
All right. So I don't mean to go for the juggler here. But Brady and I have 2 different debate styles, if you've noticed this. And I want to set that distinction apart before as my time started. This should be before my time starts. But anyway,
No.
Brady goes with personal experience, anecdote, things like that. I haven't mentioned myself once in any of these debates. And I'm not going to here either. Because it doesn't matter what my face prefers or what looks better on my face. It doesn't matter. Brady is exactly right with a blanket statement. However, I think it goes deeper than that. I think it's a way of even further marginalizing men, in that women want a manly man, a macho man, and I think facial hair is tied to machismo. I think it's tied to, you know what I mean? It's tied to a man being a rough and tough, like he's going to protect her. He's going to look out for her. And I think that it's bigger. What I'm saying is this: facial hair is a symbol for something much bigger in that statement that you're saying.
Yeah.
And no, I don't mean that. I mean,
I
mean that's bigger. I mean, I'm saying like it's symbolic for a manly man.
Yeah. And
So I'm not even talking about the attractiveness of it or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't grow beards. I grow stubble and things like that. And I mean,
I just don't look good in the beard.
Eric's got a nice chin set up, chin and stash set up there. I mean,
Your time is up.
I'm done with my debate now. I'm just talking about. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and you are correct, Todd. And we'll give the audience a few moments to give their votes if they're going to. Brady does use personal anecdotes to bolster his debate style, which nothing wrong with that.
I'm plain, folks.
you need to trade your bolster for your holster there, friend.
I think, and the Browns say Brady times 2 on their votes. I think they've been the only ones to vote. So I guess maybe my particular input is moot. I will use that word that Rick Springfield made famous in Jesse's Girl. It's moot.
Yes.
However, I appreciated the Brady's personal touch on that particular argument. Not just saying a beard is this or a beard is not that. Some people, may not be able to do that because of hindrances such as beard colors and.
Wow.
I do not remember that version of Brady Lyman ever.
There is no way from the neck down he's not lathered in Bugle Boy. LA Gear attire.
And those pants are definitely
pegged.
What do you call it?
It'd be post pegged.
Okay.
Post pegged.
Yeah.
Something's being. Never mind.
Brady, you look like a New York City
communist
accountant.
revolutionary.
No, you look like a New York City accountant circa 1993.
That's about exactly what it was.
You look like somebody that would have been in the background of a Friends episode.
Maybe I'm just blocking that out because I never, ever remembered that.
I'm going to be honest with you, Brady. You don't look bad. I mean, you don't look American, but you don't look bad.
I get that a lot.
Well, there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you definitely don't look like Lake Winoka's Brady Liming.
I look like Euro Brady.
I think if you ask AI to create a picture of you with a chin beard, it would look like that.
Put that
picture looked AI to me.
Right, put it up there for a little longer so we can really pick it apart.
But now did you?
You're going to pay for it.
You went in there and actually like manicured that thing. I mean, look at those. Look at that little corner.
Right
there. You did that on purpose.
Look at those racing stripes on either side of his jowl there, like the vertical racing stripes. Yeah. I think it's that. The round glasses. You know what I mean? Like it's very.
Yeah.
Did
you take a trimmer and do that little angle thing?
Those didn't exist then. I just took a
right.
A razor.
Savannah's right. You look like a serial killer. That an accountant by day and murderer by night.
Oh,
Brady the Ripper.
That's
not to be confused with White Brady.
White Brady.
White Brady.
Well, you're definitely not White Brady there. I mean,
no.
No. That's impressive. But I'll be honest with you, Brady, and I say this with all. I say it. You don't look bad with it. You should bring it back once. See what happens.
It would probably be a different color now.
Right. There was nothing calico about that, though.
No, I didn't see the calico.
There was.
I got sugar and spice right here. See, white here. 4 or 5.
It's more like cinnamon and spice on you.
Cinnamon and spice. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Some men have salt and pepper. I have cinnamon and sugar.
Paprika and I lost my driver's license in this era. When I lost my driver's license in this era, and I happened to go and I have one driver's license, and it photo where it's like, but it's like red, blonde, brown. It looks like looks Yeah, not a good look for me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you lost your driver's license and they didn't believe you were you when you walked in looking like that.
Yeah.
But I'll give you the argument, Brady, as did the
Thank you.
Browns. All right. 2-1, Todd. Next hot take. This is a good one. Todd, you get first argument. One person must always be the more dominant other than the other in a relationship. So I'll read that again. One person must always be more dominant than the other in a relationship. Now,
Are we talking like
now you're going to ask questions. I'm going to say you interpret that as you will for your argument.
All right,
And you tell me you tell me when to start the clock.
For my argument, I will be presenting this from a romantic relationship standpoint.
Okay.
Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay.
All right, start the clock.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that it? Yes.
I got more. It's going to make you nervous. Now, that's going to make me sound like somebody who mansplains and manspreads. However, it's not. I don't think that it
Touches
I don't.
grass.
I don't think that it. Yeah, I touch grass when I manspread. Just not with my feet. Okay. You stop the clock. Actually, we all know it's Brady that touches grass without his feet when he manspreads. All right, can you start me back up? Let me explain. Let's start off that. Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't mean that in any sexist or dominant way. I don't think it's always the man I don't think it's always the man. That's probably what people are wanting to hear. Is like some man say it's always the man who's the No, but I do think it takes one person to be the dominant person in almost every decision you make. And sometimes it's one partner, sometimes it's the other. But decisions will never get made if somebody doesn't step up and make the decision, or at least
time.
Yeah.
Brady?
I want you to read me the question verbatim.
Okay, verbatim. One person must always be more dominant than the other in a relationship.
I'm going to say no. It says must. It doesn't say situationally. It says one person must. And there can be consensus on a lot of things. Hey, where are we going to go on vacation? Yeah, sounds good. Or, now I'm saying most of the time somebody does end up being dominant, but must is a strong word. And I'm not doing that to like garner points. Like, I think too much dominance, even though it happens in quite a few, domineering relationships, and not all of them domineering, you know what I mean? But it's not a must from one person. Somebody has to take charge situationally sometimes, but it's not a must from one person. It can be divvied. How?
Can I ask for 30? Can we each have 30 seconds more time? I
Mm,
feel like I got off the rails with my joke about Brady there. I felt like in the name of comedy, I feel like I got off the rails there a little bit, and I had a hard time dialing it back in. In a true debate, we would get.
Well, I gave you the rules of the game going in.
I know. I'm asking, and that's why I'm asking. I'm not being dominant. I'm not demanding it.
In the interest
You don't have nothing to do like it.
in the interest of being totally fair across questions, save the first question where I was not policing well. We will just leave the arguments as they are.
Gotcha.
Okay.
After the voting, I have more to say.
Okay. All right. So the Browns have been voting. So, of course, anyone else if you're able to vote, if you want to vote, please go ahead. Any votes will be taken. So, again, the hot take was one person must always be more dominant than the other in a relationship. So I'll go ahead and give my 2 cents worth of this. To be honest, and again, obviously, don't send me texts like that when I'm in mid thought. This is the first time the hosts diverged in opinion. One said yes, one said no. Well, Brady kind of said no, but then he kind of circled back around to it a little bit of situationally. But he did argue the fact that must is not must. Feel like I'm talking like Bill Clinton here. What does the mean?
The definition of is.
Yeah, is.
And I will say that I did take that from not that I'm a lawyer, but I took that from a very legal, like using the word,
Yeah. Like when you read laws, there are certain words that imply certain things. Shall is a legal term that says that has to happen.
Right. I'm fine with Brady's I'm fine with that definition. That I think I can still pick it apart with 30 seconds more. I think. So what you said is Brady straddled the fence.
What I'm saying is Brady better made his argument that must is not necessarily the case, is what I'm saying.
I'm saying it happens, but must is a disqualifier for me.
So if I say something always happens, but it doesn't have to, am I still correct in saying it always happens?
It depends on if you're being farcical or
no. I'm being factual. If something always happens 100% of the time, but I say it didn't have to happen, does it change the fact that it still happens 100% of the time?
Well, eventually, if something always happens, then it must.
Right. Which is again why the definition of must is at play here. That was what I was going to make on my second point, my rebuttal, my rebuttal of the cat.
That's after a prolapse.
So go ahead, Eric. You get Savannah. They voted twice.
I'm going with Brady.
Right.
On this.
So here's my take on that.
Okay.
This is why Brady's points are bogus. Every situation he gave involved somebody having to be the dominant one. And the only situation that does it is if somebody says, "Hey, where do we want to go eat?" And then at the exact same time, both people say Wendy's. And then you say, "Okay, let's go to Wendy's." Otherwise, somebody suggests something and the other person either agrees, which means the person who suggested it was the dominant one, or they disagree and then go a different place. And that means the person who disagreed was dominant. There's not one situation where somebody didn't call the shot and therefore they were the dominant one. That's my whole point. You guys use dominant as a negative, like mean, like we're going here whether you like it or not. I'm saying if I say, hey, you mentioned vacation. Where do you want to go on vacation? If I say Florida and you say, yeah, that sounds good, I'm the one who picked Florida. I'm the dominant one. If you say, no, I would rather go to Texas, and I say, oh, we can do that, then you were the dominant one and we went to where you wanted to go. It's two different definitions of the word. That's why I said about the must thing. Like, it must happen. Every decision made has to have someone who came up with the idea for that decision.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I do. However, I feel Brady made the more concise argument.
Right. Based on the wrong definition of dominant, though. You guys went a negative connotation on the word dominant. I think do you guys agree that that's where the question went? Like domineering, like more of a negative thing? Like, I think that's how the question was presented. But I took it as there's always a decision maker.
Yeah.
Another route Brady went was he broke it down to situational. You see what I'm saying? And I think that was a different approach than I took, because I took like all the little situations add up to the big life.
Right. Okay. Next hot take. A food take, as we love to talk about food takes. The hot take is New York style pizza is better than Chicago style pizza. Brady?
Can we real quick before we start get just a quick summary of what each type is? I think I know, but I want to make sure we're
New York is a thin crust that's folded.
Folded.
well, hang on a minute.
Or can be folded.
I was going to say it's not folded. It can be
Doesn't,
folded, right?
no, doesn't necessarily
It
fold.
doesn't.
Right.
It not
It can.
must be folded.
Right. It can, it might not, yeah, every time, yeah. But if I say, Brady, fold your pizza, and you say, okay, then I was the dominant one. But no.
The
'cause I-
Chicago style pizza is deep dish,
dish.
sauce on top.
Well, that's what I was going to ask because
Quarter pound of
Eric's
cheese and
family owns a
slice.
pizza place, don't they?
What's that?
Does your family run a pizza place? Have
Used
a pizza
to.
place?
Used to.
And didn't they have deep dishes there? They had deep dish?
They did.
Right. Because I was going to say, I love a deep dish pizza, but I do see that sometimes, like, it'll say, like, Chicago style, it'll have that sauce on top. But then again, every deep dish doesn't have that sauce on top. So, but
Oh,
for
man.
this argument, we're saying deep dish versus thin and floppy.
Well,
Well, thin and
Nah.
no, I mean, Chicago style, I believe by definition is sauce on top.
Okay. The Giordano's pizza that the historian brought me, it's a famous brand.
Mhm.
And it literally, I wasn't kidding, like each slice has about like a quarter of a pound of cheese in it. It's like the toppings, it's like a stack of cheese, then the meat, and then a stack of cheese, and the sauce goes on top.
Mhm.
So like it's substantial underneath the
But-
surface of the sauce. Like
this is my issue though. When I Google Chicago style pizza, look at the top, which is, and then look at that second one. So that's what I mean. Like, I don't necessarily, I don't think it matters for this debate, but that's why I was saying, is it just as basic as deep dish versus like a thinner crust? Or, but even New York isn't always thin and crispy. Like, if you go to Domino's, you have their Brooklyn style,
yeah.
and then they have their thin and crispy, which the thin and crispy is obviously thinner and crispier than the Brooklyn. But either way, I think I understand the debate.
Of course, I'm sure Brooklyn people would say we're not New York, but
I'm sure. Because see, I like a deep dish like that top one. Like,
Nope.
I don't necessarily want the sauce on top, but I love the deep dish like those top ones. And I think that's what we used to get at your families with that.
of course, and I think interestingly enough, I think if you put Brooklyn just by itself as a city, I think it would be like the 4th or 5th largest city in the country.
Yeah,
It's very
think I've
big.
heard that too. All right,
But,
Brady, it's your turn.
Yep, Brady,
Okay.
go ahead.
Or is it
Um,
mine? I don't know.
No, it's
I don't
Brady.
know.
Okay.
I like both. If I were to choose, I've had the Brooklyn style pizza at Domino's. It's just the folding thing. I mean, it's okay. It's easier to eat on the go, but that Giordano's pizza was one of the most delicious pizzas I've ever had, and I really liked it. It was great. It was flipping great. And so me personally, thin can be anytime, but that Chicago pizza it's set apart. It's a special pizza occasion.
Okay,
Yeah.
18 seconds to spare. Todd?
I like both. I prefer a thinner crust coming from someone who thinks that Chef Bourdain pizza is the best pizza on the planet. I definitely lean thinner if I'm using my personal, but I'm going to also use Brady's past against him, which hasn't helped me much. But I'm going to keep at it. Brady is a big time anti casserole person, and I would say that Chicago style pizza is borderline pizza casserole. So I think traditional sense of pizza, you got a thinner crust, maybe not paper thin, but a thinner crust. You got your sauce, your cheese, a couple toppings, to where a deep dish Chicago style pizza is more like a lasagna type layered within a crust. So I think in general, pizza by definition should be more of the New York style.
Okay. That,
I like them all, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't go wrong with pizza of any slice. So, Savannah, when you say the old, I didn't see the school there, but that's what I was going to ask you. You talking about school pizza, but
Yeah.
pizza, schools do pizza well. Schools do fish well. Schools do macaroni and cheese well, in my opinion.
I guarantee you, though. Speaking of opinions, if you would probably get a lot of pushback on the fish. I mean, I agree with you, but don't you would think that's probably one of those? Because we've talked before, like it's kind of like meatloaf. Like I'm pretty picky about my meatloaf. The same way about fish. Like you got to be careful where you get your fish and where you eat your fish. So I would say a lot of people probably are. But we also grew up.
You could use that argument in a lot of different avenues of life. But go ahead.
We grew up with really good school lunches. I'm like, if you think about it, like I go back to the steak nuggets, to the chicken nugget. Like we had great food. So they have more options now at schools, but I don't think the food is as good as what we had.
Back when Noble and Lucille Hardyman ran the place.
Right. And explain that mac and cheese we had, because I haven't had it since anywhere else.
Well, they had the toasted bread on top.
Right.
And if you were lucky enough to go through the line and get a chunk of that mac and cheese with the toasted bread on top, I mean, that was outstanding.
A Gorner, a
yes.
piece was nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That was good stuff. But I've had a lot of homemade mac and cheese. I love my families, my moms, my sisters, Celia, Riley. They've made great mac and cheese here for like Thanksgiving. And I like a lot of different tops layers. But you're right. That bread crust just hit different. Those crumbs.
Yep.
I liked our sausage patty on bun back in the day. I had no problem with it. It wasn't too spicy. Right. It wasn't too spicy. So
no, like the old wiener sandwich on bun that allegedly was at Russellville's menu.
Back in the day, we weren't afraid to have a veal patty on bun.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I never ate one of those though.
Oh my gosh, they were good. Little ketchup and mustard. Veal nuggets. We had veal nuggets too.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So when my dad became the school custodian and he got access to those foods and could order them and bring them home, that was some good eating right there.
Yeah. Did he bring them home in like his pocket, or how did he bring them? Like, did he get back?
No. I mean, he could actually order them from the.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like just leftovers.
I don't know if it was Cisco back in the day or whoever it was that brought that stuff, but no, he would actually order a box of.
It was actually Cicero. Remember, he used to hang out up in. I think he was the starting center on that team at one time.
I believe so. Now Cicero was tall. He probably was
lanky.
Yeah.
You know what? He'd throw some elbows at you, Cicero.
Well, when we got way off the tangent on that one, back to pizza. I was just waiting for votes from the audience, but personally speaking, well, I guess we did get the votes there. Todd times 2, and I will go along with that. Todd, you did a masterful job of not only arguing your side of the ledger, but also discrediting Brady's side of the ledger with his own. And Chicago deep dish pizza as a casserole was a truly unique take on that situation that I never really thought of, but it's true.
Yeah,
it's very true.
I have to rethink your casserole stance.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm fine with casseroles.
Right, that's right. You like casseroles. It's
yeah.
Brady's anti-casserole.
Can't be married to Becky Fiskus, not like a casserole.
Brady's a casserole.
All right. So I propose, gentlemen, that in the interest of time, we're nearing 3 hours, that we cut it off at 3. Are you good with that?
Sudden death?
Well, Todd's got 3. It's 3-2.
Well, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so Todd,
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
We can do a sudden death if you want. Right?
Todd, well, there's no sudden death. I mean, if Brady gets it his vote, then it's tied again.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we'll call Todd the victor on hot takes 3-2.
But we're all losers because I'm starving right now for some pizza.
Or
yeah,
Rod, dude, I'm thinking.
That last discussion did it.
Yeah.
All right. Good discussions. All of our discussions were good tonight, gentlemen, I believe.
Yes, sir.
I think they were.
All right. So once again, if you look above us, we'll point our platforms. You can watch and like and follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on X. You can follow us on Instagram, see our reels. once again, share that Instagram page out to the people that follow you or your friends or whatever you call them on Instagram. I'm not familiar enough to give a good
Followers.
thing.
Instagram will be followers.
Are they followers? Okay, so share it out to your followers. PIBE Podcast is the name of the page. So share that out. I believe we have 16 now. Somewhere along the line, we got kind of sidetracked because the old play_it_yada yada yada had like 90 some followers. So hopefully we can get those 90 some people back and they can follow us on Instagrams. Listen and watch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Twitch, Rumble, and iHeartRadio, along with Kick, Trovo, and some other off the beaten path platforms that we are appearing on just because we can with our podcast software. Anything else for the good of the order, gentlemen?
Nay.
Schmidlman.
All right. We've been kind of sticking with Monday for the most part, so maybe we'll use Monday once again next week. But we'll send a message out like we always do and let you know when we're going to be on. So someone take us out. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Play It By Ear podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter at Play It By Ear Pod 2, and our website at anchor.fm/Play It By Ear podcast. Thanks again, and join us next time as we play it by ear.